Whopper, 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 a plane hit the second time.
Kind regards, masses. It's me, High Bike, and I am back with some more Hakuoki, Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. The song we were listening to for pre-stream was KK Cruisin', Funk Fiction and T Lope's remix. It's a cover of the Animal Crossing song. Um, but yeah, this is T Lope's. He's done the soundtrack for what was it? Sonic Mania, I believe. It's one of the Sonic games, but I absolutely love this guy's music because he is just really good at pumping out some groovy music. Like very good at making some funk. Um, I'm not really too familiar with funk fiction, but clearly with the name funk fiction, they specialize in funky music too, and you can definitely hear that in this remix. Like, I like that this it's a very city pop loungy kind of song, very chill. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. It's great, and I knew when I heard it, I had to use it for a pre-stream. So here we are. And then the pre-stream video, found it on Instagram. The Whopper memes, like the Burger King Whopper memes, have kind of gone out of style as of late. But you know, I saw it on my feed, and I'm like, okay, throwback. And then I didn't expect the 9/11 joke, but you know me, I love my 9/11 jokes, so very well done. But yeah, how are we doing today, Experimenter and Chuck? What's up? Yeah, man. I mean, we're doing Hakuoki today, so I appreciate you letting me know that you're lurking and you know you got stuff to do. Do your thing, man. Like no harsh feelings, hard feelings, whatever. Like I just do these streams for fun. If you guys, well, hold on, I don't know that I was putting some background music on, but I don't know if it's really picking up. There we go. But yeah, no, I mean, I just stream just cuz well, I mean, especially today, I don't have anything else to do, so I'm off. And you know, if anyone feels like watching the streams, you know, by all means, that's why I'm here. If you need me as background, you know, great. Sometimes I put my streams as back on as background. No, well, it doesn't happen a lot, but it's just like if I want to go down memory lane, and it's like okay, let me put this on, and like, and especially if there's no other streamers that I usually like that are on, then it's like okay, I get it. I get it. I've had people put my streams um to help them sleep. Great. I'm glad my voice can be that relaxing. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more chill games. We are gonna make it a drinking game stream though because it is my weekend and it's fun doing drinking games for Hakuoki. So here we are. But yeah, no, it's been a nice weekend. Saturday it wasn't too bad. Um yeah, like there was this client that honestly, my only client interactions, there was like this girl from this group home sent in from the hospital because she drank bleach, but as soon as she got to us, she was like, I just want to go home. And, you know, I was just making sure, you know, just doing a safety plan with her, and she was happily telling me that she makes bracelets. But it was just, it's so weird because the staff that was with her, like, she always has to have some kind of staff with her because she has a history of being very aggressive and, you know, usually when she comes to quick, she bangs her head on the wall so she can go over to peck. But no, like this is the calmest I've ever seen her. So she's just like, I want to go home, and I'm like, okay, cool, bye bye. And then the other guy that I talked with him outside of Peck, but oh man, he had like a I don't even know if it was his stuff cuz when I saw him, he was out there like he always tries to use us just to get a ride or just to hang out at the detox place. And you know, that's not what the detox place is for. And he likes to throw out buzzwords. This is the client that always says, "Huh?" So I think that's kind of fitting for Akuoki because but I don't know, he didn't really say I don't know, he hasn't shown up with us in a while, but more recently he's been coming to us. Um I gave him a bus pass and gave him information for the closest outpatient team he could go to, but he was just looking for housing. And he was throwing out buzzwords like, "Oh, I'm suicidal. I need the 5150 forums." And I mean, they told him, "Listen, we really can't do anything here for you." And like, you know, he was like, "Oh, okay." Like, he's not actually suicidal. But anyways, he was sitting at the table outside of Peck, and he had like, it was like one of those plastic bins where you can store stuff in, and like there was a whole bunch of other junk too, which included a Jollibee cup. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna drive this guy around with all this stuff. So that's why I gave him the bus pass. And then as soon as I gave him the bus pass, he just fucking walks off. So I'm like, what? Was that even his stuff? And according to Kyler, the stuff had stayed there overnight, so I don't know whose stuff that was, but yeah, other than that, I just chilled out for most of the day yesterday, and then we got to watch Evangelion on the Discord server. Oh, but before that, I went to Taco Bell because one of my coworkers gave me a gift card because she saw that before there were like some old files on our teams, which is like, you know, just old archived stuff, because we used to celebrate birthdays for each of the staff. And our boss had us write our favorite snacks and stuff, so I put a Taco Bell freeze on there. So she gave me like a $15 Taco Bell card, so I used that. But I offered to get something for Kyler, and he's like, "Can you get me a Baja Blast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you a Baja Blast." Holy fuck, the line for the drive-thru was so long. Like, there's a Taco Bell right down the street from work. I went around like maybe 7:30, but Jesus Christ, the line didn't go out towards the street, but it was kind of getting to the point where, like, you know, if someone tried to drive up from the other side of the line, they'd be blocked off. And I'm like, oh man. But I got my stuff, so I got a Crunchwrap Supreme because I love Crunchwrap Supremes. Like, every time I go to Taco Bell, that's what I'm getting. Like, if I'm not only going there for a Taco Bell freeze. They had it's like a strawberry refresher, freeze, so I had that. And they have these nacho fries. Like, the fries are seasoned, I kinda like Doritos, the nacho cheese flavor, and then it comes with a nacho cheese dip. So I had that, and it was pretty good. Yeah, not too bad. But, yeah. Man, there are so many funny parts of Evangelion. Hi Jacob, how are we doing today? What's up? Every stream after work. I had a pretty interesting day today. Honestly though, like there's always some kind of funny thing happening at work. And that's why I like to share the stories here, because, you know, it's never a dull day at Quick. I mean, okay, we have our dull days, but there's usually something happening. And today, shit, dude, I was asleep until 5 p.m. today. That's a new record. But to be fair, I did have a therapy appointment at 11 today, so I got up for that. And before that, I got up to make breakfast for Kyler when he came home, because he seemed pretty out of it on his way to work, or when he came to work on Saturday. So I just wanted to cheer him up with some breakfast, which worked. But yeah, no, the appointment went well, and now I'm here. Oh, I had dinner at my parents' because I wanted to return some Corningware and Tupperware that they brought for 4th of July. So I did that. They had spaghetti with sausage, and then we had some ice cream. I brought chowder with me. It's so funny because the old electric fan that I had up in, you know, where I used to stream, they moved it to the living room. And, like, Chowder was there for a bit, but, like, after a good while, he noticed the fan, like, it was blowing air on him. And he starts wigging out and barking at it. He's like, what the fuck is this? So that was funny. And then we went for a walk to the park near my parents' house. So my mom has a bicycle, but honestly, it sounds like my dad uses it more because they'll go for walks. My dad will ride the bike while my mom walks. It's funny because the bike is pink, and they were telling me about this time that some kids passed by and they're like telling my dad or like shouting at him like, "Who you stole a girl's bike or something like that." I don't know. They're, just commenting on how it's a girl's bike, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's my wife's bike," and they're like, "Oh okay." But yeah, no, it was fun. So we got our little exercises in. And I could have streamed earlier, but when I came home, I wanted to check on Tomodachi life. Kyler's me finally asked, "Hey, we should have kids." And I'm like, "Great idea." So my island is at full capacity, so I was just trying to, review who would be the next potential. Yeah, right? That was me. Looking for the next potential me to be booted out. I'm coming to a conclusion to boot out Avery, so that's Eggplant's and Peach's second kid. But she has no friends, and she's crushing on Wataru, which is Brad the Chad's and Naoya's kid. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like it's a tough decision. It's a very tough decision. But I base it on who has, what me has the least amount of friends or like the least amount of interactions, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's her time to go. So I gotta replace because I have been waiting. Also, hold on. I will actually no. I'll be right back because I just noticed I left the light on in my room. Alright, but yeah, so I will go over the drinking game prompts. So if you guys want to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you guys know when to drink. But yeah, we will drink every time Yukimura says, "Huh?" Every time Yukimura is useless. Twice if she angsts about not being able to help more. Every time we get a CG. When any member of the Shinsengumi appears out of nowhere to save Yukimura in the nick of time. Okita casually mentions killing someone. Twice if it's Yukimura. When someone completely fails to be fooled by Yukimura's cross-dressing. Someone mentions seppuku. Twice if they're actually expressing the intention to commit seppuku. Yukimura cries. Twice if it happens when someone else is obviously holding back tears. Saito or Yamazaki turns out to have been lurking unseen in the shadows. When anyone calls a previously unseen lurker out of the shadows because they could tell all along that a person was there. Yukimura serves tea. Yukimura sweeps the floor. Hijikata and Kazuma face off. Saito and Amagiri face off. Harada and Shiranui face off. Drink a whole bunch when the three above occur at the same time. When someone points out that not having to protect Yukimura would leave the Shinsengumi better off, but the Shinsengumi or any individual member thereof insists on continuing to do so anyway. When someone has an episode of Fury Bloodlust. When Kazuma calls any member of the Shinsengumi insects or dogs of the shogunate. Kazuma talks about the Furies being fakes. Okita coughs. Okita says, "I could still fight." Hijikata says any form of that's in order. Harada talks about how it's a man's duty to protect women and or children. When Saito delivers a soliloquy about swords. Heisuke angsts about being a monster. Someone drinks Yukimura's blood. Amagiri interrupts and stops a fight. When you hear the phrase warrior spirit or bushi no tamashi. Someone tells Yukimura any form of "I leave insert whoever's route it is to you." Hijikata says "Nandato?" or "What the hell?" Every time someone says "Seriously?" "Sheesh! Don't worry. For real. Calm down." "Omong." "White?" or "Thank you so much." Every time I make a wrong choice and have to go back. Every time a character dies. Every time anyone is loud. 2 drinks if it's Nagakura. Every time alcohol is involved. Every time Kazuma insists Yukimura should be his waifu. Every time Okita simps for Kondo. Every time the date is announced. And for every grammar or spelling error. Oh, and every time Sen tensor fingers or every time fingers are described as slender. So if you have any ideas for any drinking game prompts despite the long list, I will consider adding to the list. Here you are again, attending stream on the verge of sleep. Hey man, I mean, this stream honestly might put you to sleep because it's a visual novel, so I'm it's relaxing voice time, so you know, you're just here to vibe, I'm cool with that. Or if you want to drink as well, you know, I'm cool with that too. Whatever floats your boat. But what's up, Goblin? How we doing? I forgot that I left my Switch in the other room, which is why I had the lights on. So let me get the Switch to connect. Alright, cool. You slept damn well last time. Well, you know, I'm glad that you had a damn good sleep. That's good. That's what we want to go for. But, yeah. Here, let me go ahead. Music stop. I know Fairy Fountain is a beautiful song, but I gotta stop it there. Alright. So, last time on Hakuoki, I remember we've gotten some very, well, not like super intimate moments or anything, but like, oh, I have to put the game in. Oh shit! Wait, right? Oh, duh, that's right. I remember the kiddo wanted to play Arceus with me, so let me just put that back. Like, let's see. But yeah, I remember Sanan was, he gave a kiss to Yukimura on her forehead while she was asleep. And I'm pretty sure Yukimura thought it was a dream, but it wasn't. We also saw Sen and Kimikiku. Like, I think Sanan at this point has been ostracized by the Shinsengumi because of his sussy Fury behavior. Or, you know, him, you know, wanting to experiment and all that. So it's like, you can't do that. Because I do remember Saito and Heisuke coming after him. So there's that. Yeah, that's all I'm remembering. Oh, fuck, I think the sound's... Fuck, I hate when the sound fucks up like that. Hold on. It's okay. We'll just let the opening cutscene run. Or the title theme. Just kidding, you have to get through all the logos. But yeah, all I have to do is just reset the 4K capture app. And reboot it. Sounds just fine. But I don't know why it does the pitch down for audio like that. Whatever. But yeah, we'll just see what's gonna happen next. Oh! Also, my Apple Watch, the screen got cracked. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I noticed it when I came home from my parents. But I don't remember dropping it or hitting it on anything, but it's been so durable for the past few years I've had it. Like, not a single crack. So it's just like, why now? So, I'm gonna have to look into seeing if I could possibly replace it, or do I get a brand new one? I don't know. But man, I love that thing so much. Yeah, it is what it is. Although, I'm just a little worried because, like, I don't know if the glass on it, if I might accidentally cut my finger on it or something. So that's my main concern, but other than that, it's still functional. Oh, sorry, I just saw the yes! Yes! Kill! Apple sent someone to weaken the Apple Watch without me knowing, so I'd buy a new one. Which, you know what? That checks out, because fucking Apple always trying to steal your monies. Whatever. Anyways, let us get back into the game. I can't wait, because I've missed Hakuoki. I like reading my stories. Alright, let's see. You went out with your mom and visitors just to visit the 7 magic mountains. Dinner was bomb AF and enjoying the iPhone 17e still. Very nice. Okay. When will my me child be born? So, it usually takes maybe 3 to 4 days, I think, because they won't. It takes a few days, basically. Like they'll just be like, it'll be an idea floating in their head when they first bring it up, and then it happens kind of randomly. So it's like, oh, but it should happen later in the week. But cool, the Seven Magic Mountains, like, it's on the way to Vegas for anyone who doesn't know, but they're pretty cool. It's like a bunch of big painted rocks stacked on top of each other, and they're kind of like, I guess, like rock totems or something. So they're cool to look at. Seven Magic Mountains sounds like a landmark in a Chinese historical fiction web novel, doesn't it though? But yeah, it's neat. All that matters to me is that you're safe. Once Sanan's condition seemed to stabilize, he asked me to follow him towards the temple. You were thinking Scott Pilgrim? Oh, you had to defeat my 7 magic mountains! Many more corpses were strewn around the main entrance of Kanei Temple. After seeing so much carnage, I found myself growing numb to the sight of it all.
大丈夫ですか?
Yes, I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy.
無理もありません。
Oh yeah, the drink I'm having. We still have the beast, like the monster alcohol. This one is pink poison flavor. I don't even know what pink poison is supposed to be, but it's a neat flavor.
そういえば雪村くん、ここへはまさか君一人で来たの
Sanan, you
ですか?
sound kinda sussy. Oh, no. San and Kimigiku escorted me here. They should be coming back soon. I lost track of the time and began growing anxious. It had been nearly half an hour, perhaps more, since I last saw them, yet neither of them had returned. I'm sorry, Sanan. Would it be alright if I were to go looking for them? I'm afraid that they might have gotten caught up in something.
おそらくその二人は羅刹兵に足止めを食らっている頃でしょう。ここで邪魔されてはあちらとしても困るでしょうから。
What do you mean, Sanan? Huh? Yeah, there's our whole drink. Before I had a chance to put 2 and 2 together, the night took a sudden turn for the worse. Oh fuck, are you serious? Bro, come on. Yeah, Beast is good. Whenever you see it at the gas station, feel like drinking it would give you immediate heart problems. No, like, there's no caffeine in this. It's just alcohol. Or, let me double check. But yeah, I've been drinking a lot of these. No, I mean, it's not like I drink 5 within one session, but they're not bad. Like, that's what I was scared of too, so that's why I made sure to check like the boxes and the cans and all that. But no, it's just alcohol. It's 6%, so that's not even that much. Father? Kaoru? Aw, fuck. Come on, Sanan. Lame. How could he? Shit, is this gonna be one of those bad route romances? Fuck. Unless it's a trap. I'm holding a little hopium, but I think Sanan's trying to trap them. We'll see. As I had expected, both Father and Kaoru were waiting for me this entire time. Still, now that they were actually in front of me, I couldn't stop my hands from shaking. Sister! It's been too long! I know, right? Liquid Kaoru, huh? As I attempted to back away from them, I bumped into Sanan. Oh shit, right! That's the- okay, I forgot. Other Tomodachi Life updates. So Otacon finally, he's started to crush on Solid Snake, so, you know, I'm hoping for that ship to sail. And I don't remember if I've mentioned this before, but Kanji's me has started to crush on Chris. So they're both, you know, mutually crushing on each other, but none of them have confessed yet, so I'm hoping someone confesses soon. But yeah, no, I think those are the main updates, really.
下がる必要はありませんよ、雪村くん。
Sanan,
せっ
you
かくの家
fucking...
族の対面なのですから。
What are you talking about, Sanan? I mean, yeah, Yukimura do be a little slow though.
こっち側に着い
Oh
たんだよ。
fuck.
お前がここに来るようだったら
No, no,
そのまま
no.
売り
No,
渡す
no,
って
no. You
約束
can't.
で
You can't be serious.
ついでに新選組の羅刹隊まで引き連れ
What?
て仲間になったって
No.
寸法さ。
Stop lying. There's no way Sanan would do that.
そう思うんだったら本人に聞いてみたらいいだろう。
Kaoru flashed a smug, mischievous smile. I shot Sanan a desperate glance. Sanan! Well, I mean, I thought the Shinsengumi kicked him out anyways. Not unless it's all a front. Excuse me. Have you joined my father? I feel like this is what we should say. Or, no. Actually, maybe we should... Stop. Maybe we should say... What? The fuck? Say this. I think we gotta say this. You're still part of the Shinsengumi, right? I couldn't stop my voice from quivering, and Sanan formed his lips into a smirk.
その通りです。私は脱走した今もそう思っています。
Oh, okay, that was right. Yeah, Shinsengumi forever, right? I exhaled, relieved. It was short-lived, however, as Sanan continued without a change in his expression.
ですが、残念なことに新選組はそう思ってくれなかったようです。新選組のために尽くしてきた羅刹兵は、今や腫れ物として出撃さえ禁じられる身。彼らにとって、所詮私たちは表沙汰にしたくない影の存在なのでしょう。
Sanan's words were tinged with pain. As badly as I wanted to refute his sentiment, his seething gaze quieted me, and his lips curled.
君がどれだけ私をかばおうとしても
What?
全て無駄だったのです。
But I thought we had something, Sanan.
もはや新選組に羅刹の居場所などありません。
Sanan delivered his criticism coldly, matter-of-factly, leaving me with no rebuttal. I thought what we had was special! My father came up to stand next to Sanan and declared in a delighted tone.
それでは三男君、ここで改めて聞かせてもらおう。以前、鳥羽伏見でも告げたが、君は羅刹大使ともども私たちの側につくのかね。
ええ。他に道はありませんから。
Why? Why, Sanan? How could you? I cried out desperately, but Sanan only responded with a despondent shake of his head.
都合の悪いことから目を背けるようでは、新選組に未来などありませ
Oh,
ん。
this sucks.
そもそも近藤さんが亡くなった今、新選組はもう新選組ではない。単なる土方君の部隊。私にとってそれ以上の存在ではありませんから。
No. Sanan had cared for the Shinsengumi so much he dirtied his own hands over and over, and yet... I dropped to my knees in disbelief. Why? Why?
儲けてる暇はないよ。
Give me my time with the ground, bro. Come on.
俺と行動おじさんと一緒に兄弟仲良く暮らそうじゃないか。
Ugh. Before I could react, Kaoru stretched his arm at me, cruelly gripping my wrist. Yeah, that was not like one simple grip. I instinctively looked towards Sanan, carrying a faint hope that he'd rescue me. But it was useless, and his blank, glassy eyes simply stared through me. No! Let go of me!
その手を離しなさい。
Yes! Yes!
ご
Sen!
無事ですか。
And Kimigiku! Sen! Kimigiku! Wait, shit, I don't think we've ever seen Sen hold a sword before. Oh, that's awesome. Sen and Kimigiku leapt into the fray, intervening between myself and Kaoru with swords drawn. Kaoru blocked Sen's strike and leapt back, clicking his tongue in irritation.
邪魔者か。
羅刹兵が足止めすると思ったが、鬼の一族にかなうほどではないか。王からわざわざお越しとは、一体何の用だね、ヤセの姫。
いくつもの鬼の里を襲撃して宝物や民の命を奪っておいて白々しい。その挙句羅刹を量産しようとは。鬼の一族の誇りを捨てたか、雪村行動。そ
の誇りとやらが何をしてくれた。そんなものを五章大事に抱えているから。
Imagine if Sen gets loud again, bro. That would be so hype. Scary, but hype.
止められるものなら止めてみるがいい。
Oh shit, he's going sicko mode. God, the close up of the balls. I winced in horror as 2 spots began bulging from father's forehead, splitting the flesh to reveal horns.
それは純血の鬼の証。なぜそれがお前に。
これが持ち水の力なのだよ。
Father flung a fistful of knives towards Kimigiku, which she blocked with a loud clang. Did she have a sword too?
王流の私にさえ鬼の棟梁と同じ力を与えてくれるのだ。
嘘。そんな。
Bro, you ain't Dio. Get out of here. Oh shit.
よそ見をしている暇なんてあるのかい。
No. No. Sen. Okay. Sen and Kaoru began clashing blades, and sparks flew as their steel hissed against each other. I couldn't stand by and watch while the two were fighting. I drew my kodachi. Seeing me hold my blade with trembling hands, Kaoru yelled to Sanan.
何してるサナン。
What? Oh my god, are you serious?
人使いの荒いことですね。
Oh dang. I never expected we'd actually be fighting our love interest. Epic.
無駄な抵抗はおすすめしませんよ。うっかりやりすぎてしまうかもしれません。
Don't patronize me. I still didn't want to believe that Sanan had betrayed the Shinsengumi, but I took my stance, filled with doubt, and lunged forward. I knew that my chances of victory were slim to none. Even Sen or Kimikiku weren't guaranteed to win against him, but I refused to go without a fight. Sanan freaks me like, ah, that's hot. That's hot. Right? I attacked with grim determination. Suddenly, a sharp blade flashed into view, drawing a brilliant arc as it slashed at Sanan.
これは。
Oh?
大丈夫か。
It's Heisuke! Yeah, okay, I had a feeling it was gonna be him. So, here... He was loud there, so I'll take one drink and then another for any member of the Shinsengumi appears out of nowhere to save Yukimura in the nick of time.
まさか君が江戸に残っていたと
Hell
は
yeah.
思いませんでしたよ。東堂君。
Heisuke? I thought you joined the rest of the Shinsengumi and Aizu.
土方さんの命令だよ。
Hey, there we go. Smart
万
move.
一に備えろってな。そしたら案の定これだ。土方さんの不安が的中しねえことを祈ってたんだけど。
なるほど。土方君はそこまで私を疑っていたのですか。
That's weird. Maybe I remembered wrong, but I thought they already like this. They're all like, oh no, Sanan, you're sus.
説明してもらうぜ、三男さん。
Conniving snake. Bro, you're Orochimaru coded on right? Exactly.
東堂君か。これは少々面倒なことになったようだ。
いいえ、問題ありませんよ、東堂さん。東堂君は私が倒します。それで我々の邪魔はなくなります。
Yes, Heisuke sports 2 swords, so all the Shinsengumi have 2.
ど だ。
I believe the other one's a short sword.
やってみやがれ。
Okay, that's a loud drink. The rhythmic clang of Heisuke and Sannan's swords crashing into one another echoed like thunder. Sannan slashed out, and Heisuke twisted his body to avoid the strike. He then retaliated with a swift jab that Sannan hastily parried. This was a battle to the death, and yet the two seemed to be enjoying themselves.
東堂君、君に一つ聞いておきます。
ああ、
私と共に羅刹の未来にかけてみる気はありませんか。
どういうことだよ。
東堂さんと共に行けば、我々はさらなる羅刹の真実に手が届く。その中には我々の寿命を伸ばす手立てや人に戻る方法すらあるかもしれません。
Yeah, I doubt it, Sannan.
そうすれば私たちはまだ戦
Oh,
える。
he's got the crazy eyes.
まだ生きていられるのです。
冗談だろ。今だって人生のおまけみたいなもんだ。俺たちはもう死んでるんだよ。欲をかくと大ごけするぜ、三男さん。
Okay, I'll count that as a loud dream.
残念です。君なら
No, you Delulu, Sannan.
くれると思ったのです。
They traded blows with the full force of their weight behind each strike, and stepped back to readjust their stances. The battle ebbed and flowed, a maelstrom of fiery steel. Even if their swordsmanship was equal, however, one of them had a clear advantage. You're gonna go ahead, lie down? Alright, well, I hope you get to relax. Heisuke! Behind you!
死ね
Damn, I felt that.
邪魔すんな。
Heisuke didn't even bother to look over his shoulder as he kicked backwards at the Furies soldier. Like, get the fuck out of here, you're just a minor character. It only took him a split second, but that was enough of a distraction to tip the scales. Ruh-roh.
爪が甘いですよ、東堂君。遅い。
Sannan dodged Heisuke's frenetic swing, and a dark smile stretched across his lips. He swung back and slashed Heisuke, his supposed friend, clear from shoulder to hip. Yikes!
せめてもの手向けです。仲間の手で引導を
You know it's
渡してあげ
standard
ま
for all
しょう。
samurai to have two swords, one of them shorter than the main one, so maybe it's about reach versus close quarters? Yeah, I think that's why they have the two swords. That's definitely a loud drink. Oh, fuck. Heisuke? Heisuke? Heisuke!
実に素晴らしい。
Fuck, are you serious? Come on, this can't be real.
かつての仲間さえ。
This was supposed to be a romance route.
いや、私の片腕にふさわしいよ、三男君。
こんなことで褒められても嬉しくもなんともありません。
Sannan glared coldly down at Heisuke, who lay on the ground in a growing sea of his own blood. I don't know, the generic Fury yelling? It wasn't too loud on my speakers. I wanted nothing more than to deny that any of this was happening. I fell to my knees. How long had it been since I was locked up in this room? After the end of the battle at Kane Temple, my father and his accomplices took me with them to Shirakawa Castle in Oshu. I was then placed in this room under strict house arrest. So far, they hadn't treated me badly. On the contrary, they treated me with such courtesy it made me terribly anxious. Of course, this didn't mean I was allowed out of this room. Instead, I was made to wait, unable to act, as time slipped from my hands like sand. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Soon it became difficult to keep track of time. My only frame of reference to approximate the hour of the day was when meals were brought to my room.
失礼します。雪村君。夕食を届けに来ました。
今日も手をつけていないようですね。少し
Shut
は
the
食べない
fuck
と
up, son.
体
Don't
が持
talk
ち
to
ません
me.
よ。
I'm not hungry.
それは残念です。しかし、こうして私が君の世話をするというのも
Oh my
なんだ
god,
か
shut
不思
up,
議で
dude.
すね。新選組にいた時はあなたが私の世話をしてくれていたというのに。
What happened to Heisuke, Sen, and Kimikiku? I cut off his attempts at small talk. Sanan is like, lol. LMAO even, right? Sanan let out a heavy, disappointed sigh as he recited the same answer as he had given before.
信じたくはないのでしょうが、何度聞いたところで私の答えも事実も変わりません。千姫たちは無様にあの場から逃げ出し、その後の行方は分かりません。東堂君は私がこの手で打ち果たし、遺体は寛永寺の忍ばずの池に沈めました。
I think, yeah, press X to doubt. I'm not taking a drink for that yet. We have to see his body. You're lying.
嘘ではありません。あなたも目の前で見たでしょう。
No.
私に切られて倒れる姿。
It's all an act. Why? How can you be so cold? You killed him. You were friends.
かつての仲間。
Oh my.
間違いでしょう。
Excuse me.
今の私は新選組総長ではありません。誠の旗を捨てた男なのですから。
I gritted my teeth. Did he think I was completely helpless? Luckily for myself, neither father nor Sanan had bothered to take my kodachi from me. As I reached for it slowly with my hand, the door startled me as it slid open, and I snapped my hand back.
娘の様子はどうかね、三男君。
こちらに来ていたんですか。特に変わりはありませんよ。
Father, Kaoru.
そんな目で俺を見るなんてまだ反抗するだけの気力があるんだ。さっさと素直になった方がいいよ。じゃないと痛い目に合わせなくちゃならないじゃないか。
やめなさい、カオル君。彼女は我々にとって大事な体なのだ。
Kirito, yeah, Ray does look like him.
冗談に決まってるでしょ。大事な妹なんだからね。
A festering resentment burned in Kaoru's glare, causing the hairs behind my neck to stand upright. I couldn't let them see any signs of weakness in me, so I returned the glare twicefold. What do you plan on doing with me? What are you plotting, father?
どうすれば何も長年の夢を叶えるために協力してほしいと思っているだけだよ。
Your dream?
私はこれまでずっと落ち水の研究を続けてきた。日の光や吸血衝動などの弱点の克服。
Hold on, why can't he just use fucking Kaoru and his little experiments here? He's a pureblood too.
だが本当の目的は落ち水の効能の強化ではない。この国に住むすべての人へあの奇跡の霊薬が行き渡るよう落ち水を量産することなんだよ。
Oh wait, maybe imagine Kaoru has the lesser genes. He's got the inferior genes. A crooked, joyous grin warped over father's face. The blood drained from my face as I grasped the full extent of what he was planning. I got all the bad genes. You got all the good genes. He really is liquid. I did not want to believe it, but you mean to turn civilians into Furies? Not just soldiers?
ああ、素晴らしいだろう。人と鬼の
Maybe it's
区
because
別は
Yukimoto's a
なくなり
girl or something.
鬼が普通に
Maybe.
暮らせる世の中となる。怪我や病気で亡くなる者も減り、多くの命が救われる。さらには、迫り来る外国に対して
Genuine villain over here. Yeah, right? And it's like, there's always something fucked up that he shares with each route. Like, I still can't get over him, like, slowly poisoning Yukimoto while she was a child. Or, like, you know, giving her dosages and stuff. Just to test out how strong she was. Like, that was fucked up.
だが、この計画には難点があってね。落ち水の原料は限られたもので、大量生産が難しい。
He's just Mayuri then? I don't know who that is, but sure.
そこで、私は試行錯誤を重ね、やがて発見するに至ったんだ。
From Bleach. Yeah, no, I never really watched Bleach or read it. Like, I've only watched one episode of Bleach. But, yeah, I don't know. I was too busy to really finish the series. Or go through.
落ち水の培養に最も適しているのは、
Neither have you, you're a LARPer. Oh, damn, dude, okay. Well, you know more than me. Don't tell me.
純潔の女鬼であるお前は、その最も優れた血の持ち主であり、私の夢を体現した存在なのだよ。
This man had raised me. The once gentle and kind look in his eyes was replaced by an ominous glow that sent shivers down my spine. I was trapped in a nightmare, and slowly tried to back away from him.
これは名誉なことなのだよ。途絶えようとしていた雪村家の血が、この国を文字通り染め抜いていくんだ。お前さえ協力してくれれば、日の本は私の手で生まれ変われるんだよ。
No! I would never, ever help you do such a horrifying thing. I shook my head in a white-hot rage. Oh, white drink. I could not believe the father who was beloved by his patients was the same person as the madman before me. Yeah, me right now.
No! No!
娘から血を絞り羅刹を量産ですか。親のすることとは思えませんね。
Yeah, exactly.
何を今さら。そもそも実の娘でもないから当然じゃないか。
Huh? Oh, okay, they didn't reveal this yet, okay. Huh, drink. It's hard to keep track because we already know, like, from previous routes that they're not blood related, but it's just like, when we're in a new route, it's like, when did they reveal this? I wasn't his real daughter? Jesus.
本当に察しが悪いね。考えてみろよ。
I don't know, because you're a bad boy, I guess. I don't know.
俺がおじさんなんて呼ぶはずないだろ。雪村行動は俺たちを本家から誘拐し、計画のためにお前を育てた偽の親。つまりお前はそんな誘拐犯を父様と慕ってたわけだ。不要とされて南雲家に回された俺は悲惨な人生だったけど、お前はむしろ
Kaoru's
滑
like,
稽な人生だ。
think about it. If you were my father, I'd go bald. How? How was any of this possible? My world was spinning. I felt like I was about to throw up. Vomit now. I darted a look over at father, who didn't bother to deny it. He merely gave me a placid smile.
たとえ血のつながりがなかろうと、私がお前を育てた事実は変わらないよ。
Bro.
お前はいい子だから、父さんの計画に
You're
協
not
力
my
してくれるだろう。
dad! Oh yes! No, father. I can't. Even for you. Poisoning innocent lives and turning them into Furies against their consent is inconceivable. You say you want to create a country of Furies, but that would be no different from creating hell on Earth.
言いたかね三男君。羅刹の国は地獄だそうだよ。
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sannan offered no response, choosing instead to tilt his gaze downwards, causing my guilt to flare. Father pounced on my poor choice of words and kept going. He needs to wipe that small ass smile off his face now, right? Get out of here. Bald ass.
新選組とてそう思っているはずだ。今まで羅刹の力に頼りながら、ここに来て危険な存在だと疎む始末。結局、彼らは恐れているのだよ。羅刹の優れた力をね。
そうかもしれませんね。
No, I think...
そんなに慌てては事実だと言っているようなものだ。まあ私とてお前がすぐに羅刹の素晴らしさを理解できるとは思っていない。時間はまだあるんだ。私の計画がどれだけ壮大なのか三男君に教えてもらうといい。そうすればお前もきっと父さんの言うことが理解できるだろう。
Father waxed on wax on, wax off. Father waxed on condescendingly, not bothering to wait as he beckoned Kaoru to follow him.
城内の一部は出入り自由としておこう。では、あと
I'm
は頼んだよ、三男君。
free-ish.
ええ、わかりました。
Who's more Delulu, Baldi or Kaoru? Excuse me. That's a very good question, actually. I don't know, like, it's like they both give on different types of Delulu, if that makes any sense. Like Kaoru, like he's like very crazy Delulu because it's just like, oh yes, I love my sister, but haha, fuck you. And then Baldi's, you know, he's got his aspirations here. I don't know, but like it's like he can make himself sound like, yeah, he's got like, you know, he can I don't what's the best way to like describe it? Like he sounds like evil genius to Lulu. So I guess maybe Kaoru if that I guess. I don't know, man. That's my answer, I guess. As Father and Kaoru left the room, a somber silence fell heavily over us. I looked down, frustrated and resentful, and shot a quick glare at Sanan. He had chosen to abandon the Shinsengumi and joined hands with my father in order to further his research. He had murdered Heisuke in cold blood, knocked me unconscious, and abducted me here. I still doubt that Heisuke is actually dead. Like, well, I'm gonna hold off on drinking for that. Not until we get to the end, and it's like, oh yeah, he did. We'll see. He was my enemy. And yet... You know what? Maybe Kaoru do be more Delulu. Because it's like, even despite all the fucked up things Baldi's doing, he's still like, yes, I am your loyal servant. But yeah, I don't...
とりあえずは行きましょうか。私の部屋でお茶でも
Oh
お
my
出ししま
god,
す。
someone that's not Yukimoto preparing tea? By my estimation, it had been somewhere close to 10 days since I was held captive in that cramped room. Getting out of it hadn't necessarily improved my foul mood, but being able to stretch my legs and take in a breath of fresh air was a welcome change. The hallway was eerily devoid of life, likely due to the castle being occupied with Furies only. He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses. He did? No. But are we just gonna wait around until he does? Fuck, what's that from again? Sanan led me to a room filled with an array of stacked documents. In the room that was assigned to him, he poured me a cup of tea and sat down.
さて
SpongeBob. Oh, right. Yeah, of course it's SpongeBob. Man, SpongeBob's like got so many hilarious out-of-pocket lines and stuff. It's just like you don't expect this from a kids show, and yet here it is.
それでは一体何から話すべきでしょうかね。
Okay, yeah, his plans, his secret plans. Then let me ask you a question first.
何なりと。
Are you truly on board with my father's plan? Turning the entire country into Furies is clearly madness.
賛成と答えたらどうします？自分が羅刹であることでこれほど苦しみ続けるぐらいなら、世界を私と同じように変えてしまおう。ひねくれた人間ならそう考えてもおかしくないと思います。
Okay, well, at least he admits he's twisted, right? That couldn't be further from the truth. You're far more kind than anyone else. You aren't the kind of person that would be satisfied by inflicting their own pain onto others. Aren't you?
本人の前でそれを言いますか。
Damn, maybe Yukimoto really be the most Delulu one here.
随分と懐かしいような気がしま
But
す
like
ね。
specifically in this route. Sanan's smile changed into a bitter one. I bit my lip nervously, sitting still under Sanan's piercing stare until he shook his head.
お察しの通りです。
Ah, okay, yeah.
私
Just
は
kidding.
行動さんの計画のすべてに賛成する気はありません。むしろ実現の可能性を考えても愚かな選択だと思っています。
Then why go through all of this? Why did you leave the Shinsengumi to work under my father?
本当に聞きたいですか？聞いてみれば驚くぐらいに単純で拍子抜けするような理由ですよ。
I don't care. I just need to know. I need to hear it from you so I can know whether or not to trust you.
羅刹を生きながらえさせるため、そして彼らを再び人に戻すためです。
Sanan's smile was warm and fleeting as a summer sunset as he pulled the collar of his shirt to expose his bare chest. I was aghast, clasping my hands over my mouth. His skin had dried and cracked like stone, grooves running across his pale, narrow shoulder. Oh shit, so that's what happens to them? Oh, damn! What happened to you? Are those cracks? Oh shit, the lore deepens! Fuck, okay. Well, interesting. No wonder they turn to dust when they die. Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna zoom out, but I'll take a CG drink here. Oh, yeah, there it is.
君も見たでしょ？力を使い果たした羅刹
I don't know why I didn't think about
灰と
that,
なっ
but
て
that does make
崩れ去る
sense.
姿を。
Oh, I just got the image of everyone just like Thanosing, or like, you know, Furies Thanosing, but I like that. This adds more sense to it.
私の推察が正しければ、おそらくはあれと同種。その前兆でしょう。
No!
私が連れてきた羅刹隊の一部にも、こうした前兆が出ている者がいます。むしろよく持った方でしょうね。3年以上前から羅刹だった身としては。
So Sannan was dying. And so you've decided to cooperate with my father on his research?
そういうことです。あのまま新選組にいたところで、我々は座して死を待つだけでしたから。だから私は新選組を裏切り、君を裏切り、東堂君を殺したのです。
Okay, you know, now I do believe he killed Heisuke. He didn't want it to end up like this, huh? Oh, fuck. Damn, bro. Well, I'll drink for Heisuke now. Fuck.
私と私を信じてついてきてくれた羅刹隊の大使たちの命を救うために。
Would Heisuke also have...
彼は自ら滅ぶことを選びました。それならばせめて私の手でと。本当に。
Oh, I'm sorry, Sana. I thought he was done talking. I'll play out the voice
彼は
line.
自ら滅ぶことを選び
No,
ま
this
し
is
た。
blowing my mind right now. I'm just like, it makes sense to be they'd be cracked like that. But, I don't know. It's such a nice touch. Sanan shook his head wistfully, covering his chest back up.
いつかはこの日が来るだろうと覚悟を決めていたつもりでした。羅刹となったのが私だけなら、
We never see them cracked in any other route, though. Right, but we can assume with information from this route that this is the fate that happens to all the Furies.
ですが、私は多くのものを羅刹へと変えてきました。その彼らを見殺しにして、私が先に朽ちていくわけにはいかなかったのです。羅刹の身に誇りを持ってい
Like
たつもり
Sanan's
でした
an
が。
original love interest from the OG Hakuoki for the PS2, so this has always been canon. The whole cracked thing. Sanan gave a derisive laugh, but I couldn't blame him any longer. Of course, I still couldn't forgive him for killing Heisuke, nor had I any intention of doing so. But what right did I have to criticize him for fighting against such a fate? He wasn't simply concerned with his own life. Under his wing were the fragile lives of the Furies he'd sworn to protect.
同情することはありませんよ。私の行動はすべて身勝手から出たもの。そしてそんな行動自体、もはやすべてが無意味なものと化しつつあるのですから。
What do you mean by that?
ここ数日の研究と行動さんの意見ではっきりしました。一度羅刹と化した存在が人間に戻ることは絶対にありえないだそうです。新選組を裏切り仲間を切り捨てた結論がこれとは。神仏は人の行いをよく見ているようですね。
A regretful frown covered Sanan's face, and I said, Here. Save here. I said, You're still here. I think you just have to be like, yes, you are here. Please don't make that face. I reached my hand out to touch his cheek as his face was overwhelmed with sadness. His skin was warm and soft. I cupped his face with both hands in the hopes that he would feel my warmth. You are still alive.
だから言っているでしょう。もうじき私の体は
Reduced to
崩れ
ash. But in this very moment, you're still living. Am I wrong? If the only conclusion you've come to is that you can never become human again, then even so, there might still be a way to prolong your life as a Fury. Yeah, there we go.
それは。
As Sanan let my words sink, he bit his lip and crossed his arms. He spoke under his breath.
わかりませんね。どうしてあなたはこんなにも汚れてしまった私に優しい言葉をくれるんですか。そんなことをされたら私はありえない夢を見てしまう。これからこの先も君と共に生きていけると思ってしまう。そんなこと。
Come on, Sana, don't give up on me. This is your route. No, it can come true. I think that your dream is wonderful. When all of this is over, Why don't you and I go on a journey? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I can fix him. I can make him worse. We could find a little town where no one knows our name, where there are no Furies anywhere, and we could stroll, just the two of us.
やめてください。想像するだけ虚しくなります。
But what if? What if you became human again one day? No. It would be possible even if you were still a Fury. We could build a home together, spend time together, be happy.
私は羅刹なんですよ。そんな普通の幸せが送れるはずもない。
When you disappeared from the headquarters, I was worried sick about you. I searched for you day and night, and not a single day went by where I didn't think of you. I missed you. I wanted to see your face, hear your voice. But what if you were to purchase fast food and disguise it as your own cooking? Delightfully devilish, Sanan. Oh my god, dude. It made me realize how I feel about you.
やめなさい。私は羅刹だと言っているじゃないですか。
That doesn't matter. I look.
さあ、おしゃべりはそこまでです。
Oh, okay, never mind. What? Me too. What? It's probably gonna zoom out, but I'll drink for the CG. Finally! My dog is- Oh, your dog is in the dead center of your bed. Don't think you'll be getting any sleep. It's so funny when dogs do that. He just wants to- Your dog just wants to cuddle! As Sandan interjected, he pulled me in close. With an inspective, focused gaze, he stared at me. What do you plan on doing to me? This. I attempted to struggle out of his grip, but he wouldn't let me go. Dang, dude. At last, I felt the tingle of his whispered words.
もし今の続きを話すつもりなら、
Whoa!
力ずくで塞がなければなりません。
Okay, Sanan.
それでもいいですか？
Damn dog, right? I could neither accept nor retort, so I hummed instead.
私は羅刹です。そんな私への感情は、おそらく同情か錯覚です。
I'm gonna have to wake you up
目を
myself.
覚ましなさい。
If this is a dream, then I hope I never wake up. This time, I'll believe in you. I want you to take me with you, wherever you go, whatever path you decide to take. Just please, don't leave me behind again. Don't leave me all alone.
あなたという人は
Oh, that's a
Seriously?
drink. He leaned in close and brushed his lips against mine.
本当におしゃべりで可愛い
Damn, an
人です。
incorrigible chatterbox. I also didn't expect a seriously there. You never know when to expect one. Ready for what?
口を塞がない覚悟です。
Ooh. Of course, Sanan would be the person to say incorrigible, right? It's very him. Ooh, Sanan kissed me. Ooh. It was warm, soft, and sweet. Oh. Yeah, oh. How are we doing today, Venom? What's up? We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, we'll let you know when to drink. I think they bout to fuck. Like, it's happened in other routes, so yeah, I think that's gonna happen. They're all by themselves and she's in his quarters. Like, how can they not? He's gonna occupy her mouth in many other ways. Not much, can't stop coughing, so you're pissed. Ah, fuck. Well, I hope that you recover swiftly. Opportunity calls, right? My cheeks were scorching red, but even that could not compare to the fire burning in my heart. He pressed his lips against mine, and I heard his voice ghosting between them. You're welcome.
あなたが私と共に歩むというなら
Excuse me.
私は命に変えてもあなたのことを守ります。いいですね。
I nodded in response, letting myself sink against his chest. After a moment of holding each other, he backed away. Sannan, all you want to do is get back to playing Majora's Mask, and you're like, you know what? I'll just sit here and be miserable. Oof. Ah, man, that sucks.
今はまだここにいる必要があります。この先
Whoa! Oh, wait, he's talking about the main stuff, the main story stuff. Okay, okay.
それでもいいんですね。
Yes.
こんな私のこと。
Oh.
あなた
Oh, come on, man, I thought we were getting some fucking Wookiee time. Oh, I think this is gonna be a bloodlust scene. What was I thinking he was gonna do? Oh, you know. Some freaky ass shit. Alright, it's a bloodlust drink. Damn. I should have known this was gonna happen, but it's like, usually when there's gonna be the intimate moments and stuff, they actually get to it, you know? But fuck. Yeah, we're this close. Yeah, I mean, maybe her feeding him the blood is gonna, you know, he's gonna be like, ooh, yeah, ooh, it's gonna turn him on, and then it's like, yeah, it's like blood play. Mid-sentence, Sana suddenly clutched his chest. It was unmistakable. This was bloodlust. I decided to, yeah, of course it's bloodlust, but I always save even knowing that, you know, this is always the right answer. I trust you. Have some of my blood. Copia. Ah, now they're gonna fuck! I drew out my kodachi and slit my wrist. If you need blood to survive, then take mine. Drink as much as you want. Don't hesitate. There's a chance my blood might prolong your lifespan, so drink. Okay, emo baddie. Yeah, I mean, that's all the routes. Please, Sannan, drink my blood. Yep, here we go. Alright, so that's someone drinking Yukimoto's blood and a CG drink.
私はまだ死ねない。
Yeah, then we'll look at this. They always use the same portraits, just change the backgrounds, but it's nice to look at.
そのためにあなたの血を吸います。
Please. Oh. What is Alucard doing, bro? He's getting his food. Damn, well, you know what? They never told us what exactly happened after that, so maybe they did fuck. Who knows? That's my headcanon. Moonlight, cloaked behind thin clouds, shone above us. It was a muted glow, enough to underscore the feeling of loneliness as I sat inside my bedroom. Real and true, right? Yes. I leaned my head against the wall, trying not to fall into a daze from the flurry of anxious thoughts. All I could think of was Sannan. He lost his place as a swordsman when his arm was injured, and had even his standing as an advisor taken from him. In order to stand by his comrades once more, he had sacrificed his humanity by drinking the water of life. While at first he had been able to regain his place, it came at the cost of a life lived in obscurity. And then, as the shogunate was defeated again and again, he was forbidden from taking action, left to wither alone. Twice now had he lost his place in the world, and I couldn't even imagine how much pain he'd suffered. Why was there one random part of Sannan's route with a bunch of typos and now it's fine? Right? Like, I really don't understand how all these typos work. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's so weird. Of course, not all of his actions were justifiable, but still, No one should fault him for fighting to live on. There are so many things I wish I could say to him. Not just to Sanan, to father and Kaoru as well.
やれやれ。
Oh, speaking
俺が
of,
真実を教えてやったのに。
fuck off
まだあ
Kaoru.
いつのことを
She can
父だ
call
と
him
言う
whatever
んだ。
he want or she wants.
いい加減目を覚ましたらどうなんだ。
I was used to Kaoru's condescending taunts. Seeing him appear before me, I simply stared and asked coldly, "Why are you here today, Kaoru? Why are you here? If you're going to try and convince me again to cooperate with father, then you might as well turn and leave now."
何をしにとはご挨拶だね。
What?
話が
Was she talking to herself? Or can he read minds? Is that a thing?
まあ、安心しなよ。お前の説得なんかどうでもいいんだ。
This fucking... What? I thought you and father were working together?
まあ、一応はそうなってるかな。
Shit, dude, does he have his own plans?
雪村家を復興させたら、
Oh,
俺を棟
okay.
梁にしてくれるって約束だし。けど、俺はあの計画の全部を賛成してるわけじゃない。それに、子供の頃に
Probably just didn't reread that part of the game at all and speed ran the translating. Yeah, it's still weird though, because it's like, this is after that part, and it's like, why would there be less typos towards the end? Or maybe that's why, it's like, towards the end they want to make sure it's cool, and then it's just like, okay, no, I see your point. The person in charge of translating that part had a bloodlust episode. Yeah, right? Kaoru gave a cold smirk. I'd simply assumed that father and Kaoru shared the same goal, but perhaps he had an ulterior motive for joining, and I felt uneasy wondering what he was plotting too. Then Kaoru...
まあ、話は後にしないか。面白いものを見せたくて呼び
Show
に
me
来たんだ。
what? Were you expecting me to come willingly?
来ないなら来ないでもいいよ。別に俺にとっては何も困らないし。ただお前があの女王に二人の死に目に会えない。
No, not Sen and Kimigiku! Come on! Huh? Kaoru intentionally dragged his feet as he escorted me to Shirakawa Castle's common room. In its heyday, the common room had likely hosted plenty of noble guests. There stood Sanan and father. No! In the center of the hall were Sen and Kimigiku, encircled by a menacing group of Furies. Sen! Kimigiku!
ごめん。せっかく助けに来たっていうのに。まさか三男さんに見つかるとは。不覚を取りました。
Sanan? What happened?
難しい話ではありませんよ。彼女たちがこそこそと潜入したところを私が偶然見つけましてね。こうして捕らえた後縛り上げ、丁重にお越しいただいたというわけです。
What? Was this what Sanan meant when he mentioned actions I wouldn't approve of? Taking the lives of Sen and Kimigiku? It's all a ruse, right? Come on, man.
いや、さすがだね、三男君。元新選組は随分と鼻が利くようだ。番犬として
Why did you say it like that?
助かるよ。
私はこの城の番犬というわけ
Grody,
です。
right? Father ignored Sanan's snide remark as he stared back at Sen.
さて、お前も来たところでこの侵入者の始末だが。
Father, please don't! Don't you dare touch them!
何、心配することはない。ヤセの姫の血は役に立つからね。私が殺すはずがないだろう。もう一人の女は
No,
ヤセの
not
はしためか。
Kimigiku.
利用価値はなさそうだ。
雪村家の暴流風情が言ってくれますね。
Father didn't react to Kimiku's remark, instead keeping his gaze fixed upon Sen. He tilted his head in eerie contemplation as he deliberated out loud.
さて、純潔の女鬼が2人も揃うとは、私はなんと幸運だろう。どちらかが協力したいと申し出てくれれば、私にも慈悲というものがある。
If I agree to help you, you'll spare their lives?
罠よ。そん
Oh,
な手に乗
yeah,
らない
that's
で。
that's definitely a loud drink.
嫌ならば断っても構わないさ。代わりに多少強引な手を使ってでもヤセの姫に協力してもらうだけだ。
Fine. Under one condition. Let Sen and Kimikiku go free. Hi, Jaker!
ああ、そう言ってくれると信じていたよ。さすがは私の娘だ。
Although I could hear the sarcasm in his words, I felt so defeated that there was no use in becoming riled up. Now, okay, there should be. There should technically be a comma after words, so we can count this as a grammar error. Yeah, fuck it, I'll drink for that. It's just like run-on sentence here. Yukimura, get in the robot, or Sen will have to do it. Get in the fucking robot, Yukimura! I couldn't see myself living at the expense of Sen or Kimikiku's lives. Besides, if my blood was all they had needed, then at least they would spare my life. If that was what Father... No. If this was what Sannan wanted, then all the more reason for me to give in.
ああ、そうだ、三男君。
Had he seen right through me? The words Father spoke next, so terrifying and cruel, were delivered quite matter-of-factly.
娘を部
Excuse
屋
me.
に連れて行ってくれ。そして、もう二
Wow.
度と部屋から出さないように。
I think he did just call him Sannan-kun. Oh, man.
それはどういうことですか？
これから毎日血を流してもらわなくてはならないからね。
Wow.
部屋から出す必要もないだろう。こんなことならもっと早くこうすればよかったのだ。
What difference
三
does it
男君の
make
説得も
though?
無駄だったな。いや、江戸に置いてきたのが間違いだった。そうすれば、この子も新選組に関わるなど無駄なことをせずに済んだというのに。
Wasted all of their time? He was calling my time with the Shinsengumi. My desperate search for him. A waste? Oh, she's gonna go sicko mode. Oh, my eyes! She's the flash
こ
is
の子が
great.
どんな思いであんたを探してたか分かってるの？
Oh, yeah, that's a loud drink.
それを言うにこと書いて無駄だなんて。
It's fine, Sen. There was nothing else we could say to him. He was no longer the father whom I loved. Sannan approached me, and I shot him a somber look. And what about him? What did he think? Sannan, do you also feel like all of this was a waste of time? The time I spent with the Shinsengumi? The fact I met you? Was it all a waste to you?
どうしたんだね、三男君。純血の鬼の血を用いれば、羅刹の研究はさらに飛躍的に進むだろう。
Shut the fuck up.
その中には君の求めるものもきっとある。その崩れかけた体
It's
を
not
捨て
even an
て、
ad. There's no
君
website
は人
advertised or
に戻れる
anything.
のだよ。
I know, huh? These fucking bots.
それに、君の命は君一人のものではない。他の大使たちの命も預かっているのだろう。ならば手段はたった一つだけだ。
え、そうですね。
Sanan met my eye and slowly reached his hand towards me. Right as he was about to touch my shoulder, he whirled around. Yeah, you show him! I saw a single flash of light as he drew the sword at his hip. In a single horizontal strike, Father's chest was slashed open. His eyes widened incredulously, and he wavered for a moment before falling to his knees. Excuse
何
me.
のつもりだ、三男君。私を裏切る気か。
裏切るも何も、あなたこそ私を信用していなかったはずです。私はあなたの研究成果を欲し、あなたは使える手駒を増やしたかった。私たちはただそれだけの関係です。違いますか？
Yeah, fuck him up, Sanan.
ならば裏切る理由はないだろう。私は羅刹を治療する方法を知っているのだぞ。
もうやめましょう、行動さん。いくら甘い言葉をささやいたところで、もう心を揺らされることはありません。羅刹から人に戻ることは不可能。それが事実なら、ここにとどまる理由もない。
君はそのままでいいのかね。その呪われた体を抱えたまま孤独に死ぬと。
いいえ、孤独ではありません。私にはたとえ羅刹の身のままでも添い遂げると言ってくれた人がいます。そんな愛する人と共に暮らし、共に笑ってどこまでも一緒に過ごす。夢のような話ですが、命を懸けるだけの価値がある夢です。
Every word he said made my heart flutter, and he gently smiled for me.
君が綺麗事を言うとは滑稽だ。自分が生きたいがために
Grandstand!
新選組を裏切り、仲間を
Grandstand?
殺した
What
の
the
は
fuck,
誰だね。
Grandstand? Live, laugh, love, human experimentation. I'd love to have that as a little framed thingy up on my wall.
東堂君も地獄で浮かばれまい。今さら善人ぶろうなどと。
Shut the fuck up.
ああ、誰が
Oh, he's
地
not
獄にいる
dead!
って
Holy fuck! Oh my god, of course he's not fucking... Alright, well, minus one drink then. So I'll just... The next drinking prompt I won't drink. Well, fuck. I should've... Damn it, I should've known. Of course. From the distance, a voice harshly interrupted Father. The Furies surrounding Sen and Kimikiku were cut down in a blink of an eye. I rubbed my eyes with both of my hands, unsure if I was hallucinating when I saw...
勝手に死人扱いするなっての。
Yeah, like that would have been a loud drink, but I won't drink. Heisuke!
待たせちまったな。助けに来るのが遅れちまった。
You still be pretty loud, so I'll drink there. How? I thought Sanan murdered you?
別に幽霊ってわけじゃねえよ。ほら、ちゃんと足もついてんだろ。まあ、理由は話せば長くなっちま
Yeah,
うん
they
だ
made
け
a
ど。
deal.
黙れ、この死に損ないが。ラセスケ、東堂と人質を殺せ。
No! Father's voice trembled with rage, and all of the surviving Furies suddenly leapt towards Heisuke, Sen, and Kimikiku in a ravenous spree. The two demons, however, cut the Furies down with ease. The way they're just staring blankly at the screen, yeah.
ごあいにくさま、こっちも彼女が出てくるのを待ってたんだから。
姫様、強がりはそこまでも。
My life had turned upside down in an instant. I stood still, dumbfounded. This was almost too good to be true.
全部お前の仕業か、サンナ。
Excuse me.
ええ、私が軍門に下ってもあなたがすぐ
Now
に
this
情
is a
報を
story
教え
all
てくれる
about
は
how
ず
my
があり
life
ません。
got flipped, turned upside down. She is the fresh princess of Edo.
ですから
For Kyoto
東堂君には
No,
私
Edo.
に切られた芝居をしてもらいました。
Uh-huh.
仲間を殺したとなればさすがに警戒も緩むと思いましたからね。
チェ、よく言うぜ三男さん。
For
あの
real?
時は本気で切
Is
って
it
き
for
たじゃ
real,
ねえ
Green?
か。俺があの時狙いを察しなかったらどうするつもりだったんだよ。
私は最初から信じていましたか
Aww.
ら。
True,
昔から
true
の仲間で
friends.
す。
The two exchanged genial smiles, and suddenly, everything came together. Sanan had been 2 steps ahead this entire time. One by one, Sanan, Heisuke, Sen, and Kimigiku destroyed the Furies, and I aimed a glare at Sanan. You played dirty. The fact that Heisuke was alive, or that Sen and Kimigiku were never in real danger? You could have told me about all of this. I feel like a fool for being the only one in the dark.
すみません。もし行動さんに感
Yeah,
づかれたら、
sorry, no offense, Yukimura, but I mean, yeah, I think she'd act totally differently if she did know what happened, or know what the plan was.
とはいえ、
She's a
ここまで
bad
せずと
actor.
も、本当は
Take a drink when it's revealed Yukimura was left out of the loop. And it do be a good prompt. But yeah, I'll keep it off. Sanan's voice trailed off, and his eyes narrowed as he directed a glare towards father.
せっかくの機会です。君と同じように裏切られる
Hey,
気
you know,
持
good
ちを
point.
味わってもらおうと思いまして。
There was neither humor nor levity in Sanan's eyes. Behind his glasses, hatred festered like wildfire. Father caught sight of this and sighed.
なるほど、よくわかった。見込みがあると思って迎え入れたが、情に流されてこの決断とは、君も所詮は人を捨てきれぬ半端者ということか。
I hate when they do like the little footstep sound effect and it just sounds like a bunch of like, you know, scurrying little bug feet or something. Like, I don't know, it just sounds so weird. Father snapped his fingers, prompting the room's doorways to open, revealing a frightening horde of Furies. There weren't just 10 or even 20 of them. A multitude of Furies suddenly had us surrounded, causing my stomach to sink like a stone.
これはちょっと多すぎるかもね。
まさかこれだけの数の羅刹を生み出していたとは。
Wait. I don't know, I was giving off the
どう
energy.
かね。いかに君たちの腕が立ったところで、この数の差はいかんともしがたいだろう。
さて、それはどうでしょうね。やってみてはいかがです？
その余裕、後悔するといい。やれ！
I like that laugh. Upon Father's command, the Furies spurred into motion, pointing their bloodthirsty swords towards us. It was do or die. A Fury spun on his heel before beheading his nearby comrades. Dang, okay. It set off a chain reaction, as each of the Furies began eviscerating their own in barbarous fashion. A bloody pandemonium erupted. As the brutal display continued, Father could only gaze on in horror.
どういうこと
What?
なぜ私の忠実な兵士たちが同士討ち
How
を
this happened?
おや、もうお忘れですか？ この場にいる羅刹兵のほとんどは確
I
かに
don't know.
忠実な兵でしょうが、
It's like he got closer to the mic. I'll have a loud drink here.
私が率いてきた新選組の羅刹大使を部隊に取り込んだのがあなたの敗因です。
Whoops. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to quick save like that. Yeah. Yeah. I looked closely. Among the Furies that were bloody and mad were warriors whose eyes maintained their sanity. You know what? Yeah, I'll take an Among drink and then a Bloodlust drink for, you know, all the insane Furies. I recognized them as Shinsengumi warriors. Yes! It was Sanon's Fury Corps.
三男総長の言う通りだ。俺たちは羅刹になっても新選組として
Rare W for the Fury Corps. I know, huh? They don't really get too many, like, you know, victorious events. So that's cool.
この羅刹の苦しみ、
But, like, this is truly
知恵
epic.
の渇きは俺たちだけで十分だ。
A loud drink, sure. The Shinsengumi's Fury Corps were proud warriors, whereas fathers were makeshift and weak-willed. There was a clear gap in strength. The Shinsengumi men roared, hurtling themselves forward as they sunk their blades into their enemy's flesh. This was the final act of Sannan's masterful betrayal against my father.
さて、これでもうご自慢の羅刹兵はまともに使えませんよ。
All according to Keikaku. Translators know Keikaku means plan. Hell yeah, man.
降伏してください、行動さん。あなたには羅刹の秘密をすべて話してもらいます。
ここまで来て諦めろだと。ようやく手が届いた私の夢を。ふざけるな。認められるものか。かくなる上は私自らが。
Father was desperate, backed into a corner by Sannan. He stuffed his hand into his pocket, searching until he pulled out a glass vial with red liquid.
落ち水。
そうだ。しかもそのあたりの兵に飲ませたものとはわけが違う。
Okay, yeah, he's getting closer to the mic too. A loud drink for him.
これは落ち水の培養過程で生まれた倍以上に濃縮された落ち水なのだよ。
Father, stop! If you take the serum, you'll only do yourself more harm. Yeah, he's like, fuck that, I'm about to get racist! Father ignored my words, bringing the glass vial to his lips. Just as he was about to swallow the serum... Oh shit! Kaoru's voice was disturbingly soft as he plunged his blade into Father's chest. Damn, okay, well, loud drink again. Holy fuck. He dropped to the floor, bloody foam spewing from his mouth. Get owned, right? His murderer looked down at him, seeming somehow to have enjoyed the act.
どういうつもりですか、南雲君。行動さんと君は協力関係だったの。
That'd be funny, bro.
この男と
Oh, whoops, hold on. Yeah, play it again. I accidentally skipped over a bit. And oh, wow, okay, cool. Kaoru kneeled beside Father, who was convulsing in a pool of his own blood, before whispering.
俺を南雲家に引き取らせたくせに。本当に俺が欲しかった。
Ooh.
棟梁の座なんて知るものじゃない。同じように辛い目に遭っているはずの。
Okay, yeah, Kaoru's still fucking weird, but okay, whatever. It works.
けど妹は自分が鬼であることも忘れ、人間どもと仲良く暮らしてた。しかもこの兄のことも忘れてね。
Did Kaoru just kick Baldfather or something? I think he did.
だから俺の願いは
Oh my god. What the
お
fuck?
前の大事
Yeah,
なものを
okay.
全て壊すことさ。
Alright, yeah. My answer, Kaoru, is the more Delulu between him and Baldi.
俺と同じ辛い目に遭ってもらわないと。兄弟なのに不公平じゃないか。
Kaoru punctuated his diatribe with a swift kick into Father's lifeless body before glaring at me. Okay, so now Baldfather's really dead, so I'll drink for that. He was far gone, beyond the point of return. Kaoru, do you hate me?
Nice.
Yeah, okay, that like doesn't make any fucking sense. He really do be super Delulu. Then you should have come after me first. Why did you have to kill Father? This does track with Okita's route, yeah.
そもそも事の発端はコードンが雪村の里を人間に襲わせ、その隙に俺たちを誘拐したことにある。そのせいで俺は南雲家に引き取られ、地獄のような日々を過ごすことになった。こいつのことは絶望の淵で殺してやろうって決めてたんだよ。こんな早くに機会が来るとは思ってもいなかったけどね。
Kaoru yanked the bloody sword out of Father's chest and headed for me. He raised his sword to cut me down.
お前はもっと苦しめばいいよ。
Yeah, of course, you got like 4 other people here to protect Yukimura. But he never got close enough to reach me. In a flash, both Sannan and Heisuke were in front of me, blocking Kaoru's path. And then, in the blink of an eye, Sannan's sword was through his heart, and Heisuke's was through his gut. Yup, that'll do it! It's so funny, like, even in fucking, what's his face, Sakamoto's route, like, Baldfather got killed off, and then Kaoru almost immediately is just like, oh man. I may have miscalculated.
私たちは人間の体で鬼や羅刹と戦ってきました。
ああ、剣の技量は鬼とか羅刹とか関係ねえんだよ。
You're just a shit swordsman.
嘘だろ。俺は
I thought you didn't give a fuck about that! This fucking dumbass. Bro got the single digit IQ for real.
ですが、彼を止めたのは私たちだけではなかったようです。
Oh, okay, so Baldfather isn't actually dead yet, but I mean, whatever. It's cool. He's dead anyways. As Kaoru toppled over, a figure appeared behind him. It was Father, at death's door. He was clutching the back of Kaoru's clothes. I realized that Father had been the one to hinder Kaoru from charging forward to kill me. Oh, well shit, okay. Father, why?
どうしてだろうね。娘が殺されそうになって、
Wow.
体が勝手に動いていたようだ。
Father could barely support his own weight, and he pressed his hand over his chest in pain. No, bro, you don't get to get any sympathy points after what you said earlier, right? Fuck off.
鉄の取れる地の水を飲みなさい。おそらく血と似通った何かが水に影響しているのだろう。
What?
私が見つけたのはそれくらいだ。
Water of the Iron Lands. Yeah, that's new.
もっと知りたければ、
Go west! Okay, that's probably gonna be the epilogue, huh? Father, please! You can make it! Yukimura, stop! Oh my god, don't fucking... No!
行動さん、まだ死んではいけない。あなたにはまだ。
He got loud too, alright. You know, okay, so Kaoru obviously died. I'll take the 2 drinks. One loud Sanan and then one Kaoru death drink. What? Oh, that's different. What the fuck? Father took one last breath and dropped to his knees, and crumbled to ash right then and there. So I already took a drink for him dying earlier, so I'm not gonna drink now. But, thank you, Father. He did that just to be dramatic, right? Kodo Yukimura had plotted to infect the world with the water of life, changing Japan into a country of Furies. This plan was now completely vanquished. Sen and Kimigiku, having performed their duties, traveled back to their hidden village in Kyoto. Excuse me. Have demons always turned to ash? You know, I don't remember. Maybe they have. But, I don't know. Maybe not so. And he turned to ash maybe because he drank the water of life. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but I don't think so. But he could have. It's a possibility. They'd left it because this incident involved other demons. But normally their clan didn't involve itself in human affairs. Nah, but like, he drank the water of life prior to this, and that's why he was able to go sicko mode. At least that's what I understood. Because that's why like Kimigiku was like, what the heck? You're not pure-blooded, why the heck are you able to go sicko mode? Knowing Sen, I felt that they would continue to keep a watchful eye on our people from the shadows. Kodo's just like, you must go west and find the Cullen family. Oh man, just imagine. I'd love a collab with Twilight and Hakuoki, that'd be crazy. Heisuke and the rest of the Fury Corps, however, having seen to it that Father's plot was put to an end, planned to resume their fight against the Imperial Army. Sanan and I would be departing from Shirakawa Castle as well, and so the 3 of us slowly made our way to the front gate. They are both romances, that is true. It was time to exchange farewells. The moon's graceful silver light poured down onto us as we exited the castle. For the Furies, moonlight was a far more dazzling sight than sunlight, and under it, we all gathered to say goodbye. The friendly chatter of the Shinsengumi's Fury Corps hummed around us as we spoke with Heisuke. Heisuke, where do you plan on going from here?
俺はこのまま羅刹隊を連れて新選組に
Yeah,
戻る
that
つもり
makes
だ。
sense.
みんなまだ戦ってるんだ。きっと俺たちの力が必要になるさ。
そうですね。追い詰められた幕府軍にとっては、これからが山場となるで
They're
しょう。
fucked then.
それこそ一人でも多くの兵が必要となること
Well, I
は
don't know.
間違いない。
I mean, I'm sure Heisuke can defend them. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the Shinsengumi might find something, but who knows?
ならば私は
三男さんにはすることがあるだろう。
Sanan was taken aback by Heisuke's sudden interruption.
俺たち羅刹の進行を遅らせる薬、それともしかしたら人間に戻れるかもしれない薬を見つけてもらわないと。
ですが、本当に見つかるかわかりませんよ。それに何年かかるか。
それって時間とかどうでもいいんだ。俺たち羅刹の希望なんだよ。
そうですね。きっと見つけますよ。
Heisuke smiled warmly back at Sanan and myself. In spite of their harrowing circumstances, these men placed their faith in the Shinsengumi. Yet no record of their heroism would ever exist. Thank you, Heisuke.
土方君によろしく伝えてください。結局彼には疑われたままお別れとなってしまいましたからね。
いや、土方さんは最初から本気で三男さんのことを疑ったりなんてしちゃいなかったと思う。ここからは多少俺の推測になっちまうんだけどさ、土方さんが出撃を禁じたのは本当に三男さんのことを心配してたからだと思うんだ。そもそもあの人が裏切ったって思ってたならその場で切り捨てるって。
I mean, yeah, I agree. That is generous. That is generous to say.
それにわざわざ俺を江戸に残してまで様子を見させたりしねえだろ。
そうですね。あの時の私は自分のことで精一杯で土方君の気持ちに気づけませんでした。土方君は私を守ろうとしてくれていた。新選組はやはり私の居場所なんですね。
じゃあ俺そろそろ行くよ。二人とも元気でな。
Okay, he got loud. I do need to grab a new drink, though. Yeah, like, I slept till fucking 5. I got plenty more energy to go. So at least another drink. I'll be right back. Alright, so last of the beast that I have in my fridge. Got the gnarly grape. So yeah, I'll drink for him being a little loud there. An affable smile spread over Heisuke's face. He turned around and walked away to meet up with the rest of his Fury cohort to begin their long trek. Heisuke, and all our friends in the Shinsengumi, may the fortune of war be in your favor. Sanan and I bowed in their direction before turning to face each other.
行きましょう、雪村君。
Yes, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Yes, I'm going with you. To the ends of the earth if need be. Yes! Okay, so that was interesting. Like, yeah, I still like the revelation of, you know, Furies having their skin slowly crack until they die. And, of course, you know, Bald Father being fucked up as usual, and Kaoru being fucked up, and the Lulu as usual. Fun stuff. It's cool getting more Sen and Kimigiku as well. But man, I wish that they'd fight a little more too. Even Yukimura, it's like she was going to have like a little fighting. A little bit of fight, and then, you know, Heisuke comes to save the day for a little bit. I don't know. Yukimura just can't fucking... She can't have her own little battles or whatever, but whatever. Whatever. They're just accepting it at this point. I'm wondering what this epilogue's gonna be like, though. Oh, but fuck yeah, now we have, I think it's 3 more routes. So, Kazuma's gonna be next. Absolutely. Like, yeah, and then I think I'll just do Hijikata's as the very last. Well, we'll do like, you know, no romance route right before. That's been my plan. Well, let me check. While the ending is going on. So we still need to do Hijikata's, Kazuma's. Yeah, that's it. And then the normal route, okay. Cool. Oh my god, can you believe it? We're getting so close to finishing this game. Yeah, like, I really think it's worth playing all the routes, because you get little tidbits that add to the lore. So it's definitely worth playing all the routes. That's why I'm here! But anyways... May 1869, it's a date drink. Even in Ezo, the northernmost part of the country, the last cherry blossoms had already fallen. I'm also excited for however whack Kazuma's route's gonna be. Like, it's gonna be so different just because, you know, villain route, woo! Of course they're gonna have a bad boy route, so I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen. The shogunate forces fought desperately, but their long resistance came to an end after the Battle of Hakodate. A sea of broken arrows and swords covered the ground. The Shinsengumi fought until the very end, but they, and the rest of their allies, were forced to admit defeat. Can't go against history. Among those who'd made their way to the north, we had no way of knowing who had died and who had made it through alive. Among drink. Nevertheless, one thing could be said with certainty. Every single one of them had fought bravely until the very end. And as for us, Sannan and I took a different path than those who chose to fight as warriors to the end. Yes, I mean, I know we've seen who dies in the other routes, and, you know, based on history, but I want confirmation on who died if I want to take any drinks. They have to be named characters. The snow's piling up quite high.
はぐれたら危険ですから、しっかり手を握っていてください。
We walked on, the wind blowing through my hair as it carried powdery snow, white as cotton. White drink. The Boshin War had only recently ended. Sannan, or Keisuke as I now called him, and I... Hold on, I don't know, that sentence sounds weird. Sannan, or Keisuke as I now called him, and I, had left our homeland to cross the vast ocean, heading west. Go west. Also a first name basis. We had arrived in a place called Europe, where our journey continued. What is a Europe? Oh shit. Woo, cute. It's so odd to see snowfall at this time of year. They look comfy. Yes, I'm all for it. Are they like in Russia or something? Cause like, I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, CG drink. Every time I spoke, white vapor followed my words like a plume of smoke. Damn, and white drink again. The wind carried a biting chill that seemed to cut through every inch of exposed skin.
寒くはありませんか?
No, I'm fine. You're blocking most of the wind for me, Keisuke.
ダメですよ。そこは嘘でも寒いと答えてくれないと困ります。あなたを抱きしめる大義名分が
Yeah, Yukimura. I mean, they're already hugging, so... Is that what you were getting at?
ええ、そういうものです。
If Mai and Keisuke's journey taught me one thing, Keisuke always seemed mature and reserved, but he had quite the childish streak. Throughout our travels together, he frequently poked fun at me in this way. He do be pretty teasy. But I knew these acts were simply how he showed his affection. Fine then. Yes, I'm cold.
本当に寒いですか?
Yes, I'm frozen to the bone. Sanan seemed to be patiently waiting for something more. Whoa. Keisuke, I'm ready for you.
寒いので
Whoa!
何をしてほしいのかと思いまして。
Well...
教えてくれないと
Oh god.
わかりませんよ。
His face became suddenly stern as he brought it close to mine. Keisuke and Heisuke is kind of funny, right? And they're both Fury Corps captains, like... Man. And why should I have to spell it out for you?
ぜひあなたの
Oh,
口から
this
聞きたい
guy.
です。
I'm freezing. Would you mind if I bundled up next to you?
ええ、いいですよ。もっと私のそばに来てください。
Ooh, they're holding hands! Oh, how lewd! Keisuke grabbed my hand and brought me close against him. My cheeks were as rosy as they'd ever been, though perhaps not simply from the cold. I hastily changed the subject, staring off in the distance at the blanket of snow in front of us. Anyway, our destination is pretty close now, isn't it? Really?
そうです。
Excuse me.
この先の国には
Oh shit.
人の生き血をすする鬼の伝承があるらしいです。
Vampires!
吸血鬼
Ah!
西洋の鬼。
Oh man.
落ち水
Yeah, I'm thinking
彼らの血
Transylvania
だと
then.
言われています。
But like, where is Transylvania relative to Russia? Like, or like, is it really snowy up there? Like, Also, hi Malachi, how we doing today? What's up? I'm doing pretty great. We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, we'll let you know when to drink. I hope this time we can get some sort of clue. Hey guys, I found a glue! God, like flowery voice lines just live rent-free in my head now. They're eating my flesh! Here I come, San Francisco! You're doing good, went to AX last weekend, super fun. Okay, well I'm glad you had fun. Now, I don't know, like, I kept seeing the posts of it being crowded as fuck, and I, just kind of war flashbacks to that one time where my friends and I were trying to get through and we were all packed like sardines, in one of the halls. And I remember this person was like, I need to pee! And you could smell piss. Like, man, but, I'm sure there was still some fun stuff. Day 2 was a mess because you spent 8+ hours in line for Bryce Papenbrook. Oof, yeah. Oh man, I know waiting in lines for these, like, big voice actors, it's like, But, hope it was worth it. Other than that, every other day was cool. Okay. Mysterious wind. I know, I love that flower line. Mysterious wind. It's so funny how we can, like, say that. You can barely wait in line for an hour. Yeah, no, and you know what? Valid. Like, fuck, dude. I mean, in my experience with Anime Expo, it's a lot of waiting. It's a good thing I'm just like, I got patience. If I got enough, like, battery in my phone, it's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just look at my phone or whatever, but it does get pretty annoying. Oh, I assumed that was autocorrect being all like, wait, but you're good. I know what you meant. We walked together, hand in hand, feeling our feet sink slowly into the plush snow beneath us. Keisuke could turn to ash any day. I woke up every morning, terrified that his warmth might have left me during the night. The security for the lines was a mess. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not really surprised, because I don't know, AX has always been kind of with, crowd control. You wrote wait, then caught it, and somehow just retyped wait again. Damn, bro, it'd be like that sometimes. What's up, Chowder? You wanna go outside? Okay, hold on. My dog wants to go outside. Let me go send him out. Don't quick save! Mr. Chow! Where are you? No? You don't wanna go outside? Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind, false alarm. He just wanted to move into the hallway. You got a free print from Bryce because you knew his handler? His handler? What do you mean? That's cool though. Looked it up. Transylvania's in Romania, southwest of Russia. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I know that Transylvania is the whole, oh, this is where the vampires are from, but, you know, I never really knew where exactly it was, so, okay, that does check out. Got a free print because I knew it was Fluffer. Can you imagine? But without fail, Keisuke would comfort me by stroking my hair and softly kissing my forehead, never failing to repeat one thing.
君を置いて
Aww.
先に死んだりしませんよ。
The guy who handled the transactions. No, I know, I'm joking. I know what you mean. Well, that's cool though. Okay, so you know what? I mean, I did have a feeling that Sanon's route would have some sussy stuff. Sussy as in, oh yeah, he's being a little creep as usual, but yeah, no, I mean, that was a good ending. Alright. Alright, guys, are you ready for Kazuma's route? Because I know I am. Alright, so... Wait! Oh, fuck! Hold on, what did I overwrite? Okay, do not overwrite save data 11. I have to remember that. Would it be a Sanon route without some creep? It would not. Exactly. That's my point. Okay, so we'll go from here, I think. Let me get my guide set up. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Very, very interesting. Excuse me, holy fuck. Did some gatherings, the best ones were Kamen Rider and Persona. Cool, cool. Imagine Sanon singing Creep in a Japanese accent. I can see it. I can picture it. Chikage Kazuma Kyoto wins. There we go. This is gonna be interesting for sure. So now that we're switching to the Kyoto wins portion, let me switch the category. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. You saw Abby trot the same day they announced her as Rise. Which, you know, that would make sense that they would have her there, because it's like, oh yes, hello. Here she is. So that's cool. Alright, so let me go from here. Actually, let me double check. Oh my god, Chowder. Whatever. So we can do the skippies and stuff. Alright, but what was the... No. No. What was the... There it is. Okay, that's the thing. What should I do? Find a way to escape, because I don't want to be here. I had to try and escape. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding, hold on. Oh, fuck. Ugh. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Oh, shit, dude. Alright, we'll have to drink. You have to attempt to explain the situation. I would tell them the truth. Perhaps if I did, they'd understand my dilemma. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Let me check if there's an... I mean, I'm sure we've... Yeah, okay, we can skip over this. Meow, 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 meow. Oh! Meow, 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 meow. It's time to make my choice. I don't know, what am I doing? It's so funny because I heard Dilemma, somewhere. It was, I can't, I think I was in the store or something. It was playing on the speakers and I'm like, oh, this is this song. Like, whenever I hear the actual song, all I can hear is the cat version. I gave up. I sat up as straight and dignified as I could imagine. And that's wrong. Alright, reload again. That's another drink. I'm supposed to decide to tell them I wasn't a boy. If I were a boy. Let me see, have we chosen this before? Like, for real? Yes, I have. Feeling it best to reveal my gender, I turned to stare straight at Toto, and I don't care because we've seen this before. And Toto's like, what do you mean you're a girl? Since we're skipping over, I'm not counting the prompts for this. Okay, yeah, you know what? The force skip isn't so bad, because... I do miss the but I mean, it'll take us straight to, the choices without me having to worry about Skippy. And also, I can skip a lot more now because Kazuma has nothing to do with the Shinsengumi, so it's like, you know, all Kazuma related stuff, I want to make sure he's on screen, blah blah blah, we can skip. Cool. We cool. Reminds you of this one time you went to a sushi spot and when they played Revenge, the whole place started singing? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. I wasn't sure what to do. What are we doing? Creeper. Aw, man. But I'm a coop. I'm a birdo. I wasn't sure what to do. I'm going to search the compound, I think. As I thought about it, I realized that I had no idea how the Shinsengumi compound was laid out. Just kidding! Fuck! Oh my god, I'm getting these all wrong. We're supposed to stay put. Oh my god, Chowder, shush. Stay put. That's another drink. To be completely honest, staying in this room was awfully boring. And we've seen this before, so we'll skip. It's Kondo! Oh, I gotta stretch my back. Ugh. Hijikata caring? No, no way. Gee, it sure is boring around here. My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for. I just wonder what Ganon's up to. I had no idea, I think is what we're gonna say. Kondo's view of Hijikata seemed so at odds with my own personal experience with him. Yeah, which, that's right, and then we can skip over that because we've seen this before. Excuse me. I just wondered what Ganon's up to. Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Koridai. How can we help? Oh, hold on, CG drink. CG drink, I'll show this. He's also shouting. Alright, so that's a loud drink and then a CG drink. Random thing you've been pondering. What are you pondering? Is it better to live an unhappy life but die happy or live a happy life but die sad? Aw, fuck, we're asking the deep questions here. Deep thoughts with the deep. Well, for me, I think it's better to live a happy life but die sad, mostly because, you know, I would like to have lived a good life. No regrets or whatever, and it's like, you know, if you die sad, what's that gonna matter? You're dead anyways. But as long as you live a life that you don't regret, I think that's what's worth. It was then followed by Join Us for a Bite. Oh, like the songs? Okay, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not familiar with the song BT Dubs, Join Us for a Bite. I am not going to save over save data 11 because that's supposed to be something that we keep for something. According to my notes. I will quietly return to my room. You were thinking about that because of how many fictional characters have shitty lives but are happy in their final moments. That is, you know, that's a good point. That's true. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course, there's no concrete answer for that. Maybe other people have different opinions on that. If they would rather have an unhappy life but die happy, you know, it's good to have a good final moment, you know? Fun hearing meme songs playing that evening. Oh, for real. What the fuck did I choose? Hold on. I chose quietly return to my room, which is right. Okay, understood. Yeah, you know what? It's so funny. Oh, we have seen this before. It's so funny when you hear meme songs in public, because it's just like, what the fuck? Like, there's a place called the Tembler in town, and I don't remember if I was with friends or if I was with Kyler, but it was like, it was with someone. I was there, and they were playing Tune Up Tune Up Tune on the speakers. It's like the most random fucking thing. Like, I know this place always has like the best songs playing, like always some pretty good, you know, some good vibes. But I don't know, I didn't expect that of all things, but you know, I was all for it. I'm just like, holy fuck. What should I do? Stay behind in the compound, I guess? Although my goal was to discover my father's whereabouts. Yes, that's correct. I wasn't completely sure that I was welcome to join the expedition, nor was safety assured, and we can skip over. Excuse me, because we've seen this before. Sounds fun. It was pretty fun. It's just like, holy fuck. Ooh, we're in chapter 2. Okay, so I think now we'll start having actual Kazuma interaction, because this is when they go to Ikuda Inn. So it's time to start the fun. Just, you know, as soon as they start the operation. What was I to do? What was I to do? What do we do? I'm going to remain in the compound. Ah, fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Oh, just kidding. That was wrong. After contemplating, I decided to say, no you didn't. No you didn't. You're gonna go search for your father. Okay, so that's a reload drink. How I think I've chosen this before. Let me just double check. I mean, I had to have, right? Yeah. Huh? It sounds like there are more people walking around than usual. I'll take a hot drink and then we'll start skipping. Ah! What is happening? We found someone sussy. I don't really care though. I'm waiting, I'm patiently awaiting Kazuma. That's why we're here. It's villains time. Okay, I can feel it. We're getting closer to the Ikuda Inn incident. Okay, yeah, so we're here now. And if Kazuma pops up on the screen, I will make sure to rewind. What the fuck is Dio doing here? Oh! Oh! CG drink! Or I'll wait till it zooms out. Also, Heisuke was kind of loud there. I'll take a drink for that. Heisuke and Nagakura grinned at one another. That should have been a period. Okay, so many drinks. Alright, so Kondo was loud, so that's one. Weird grammar error drink, because that should have been a period, not a comma. And CG drink, so that's 3 drinks. Perfect. Okay, now we'll skip until we see Kazuma. Or at least until we see a choice, because I'm sure it will give us a choice. What should I do? I think Okito was the one that went after Kazuma, so I think that's what we should choose. I decided I had to look for Okita. I knew I'd caused trouble for him during the noon patrols, but he never blamed me for it. Wait. Hold on. I don't know. What do I think of Yosuke's new voice? You know, he sounds close enough to Yuri where I'm not really complaining or anything. Like, even the screams are fairly close. So he's doing pretty good. Like, honestly, all of the new cast are doing good. Wait, what the heck? I don't know if this is the right choice. I guess we'll see. Let's see. I wanted to help him. Suddenly. Well, that's a loud drink for sure. Ah! A Ronin came tumbling down the stairs, screaming. Hi, Chowder. My Kodachi was in my hand before I'd even realized I'd drawn it, but as soon as the Ronin got to his feet... Anthony probably prefers the new Chie voice compared to Golden. Maybe... I don't know. Because the new Chie voice does... You know, she is definitely more close to Golden. And I know Anthony prefers the OG Chie. Because I don't know, like she doesn't... From what I'm noticing with the new Chie voice, doesn't really sound, you know, deep to me. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe we can ask him next time. Kondo's sword slid through his heart. Ah! Excuse me. I just watched another man die in front of me. Excuse me. He was uncharacteristically flustered.
すまんが、掃除を見てやってくれるか。2階にいるのは掃除と老子が1人だけだ。掃除に限って負けはせんだろうが、手傷を負うかもしれん。敵もす。
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir, but I didn't mean to skip over your voice
負けは
line.
せんだろうが、手傷を負うかもしれん。敵も相当の手だれだ。
He nodded shortly at my answer. I turned around and ran off through the carnage. He's upstairs! Really loving all the new voice actors so far. They're doing a pretty bang up job, like, not bad. Like, I think they capture the characters pretty well. Like, you know, in terms of, oh, this sounds pretty close to the OG voice actors, or at least in terms of Golden. You can see why he finds her voice in Golden annoying, but she sounds more like a teenager. Vanilla Chie sounds like a 25-year-old. Right? Like, or even older than that to me. It's so funny because there's a streamer, like I saw clips for a streamer and like every time he heard Chie's voice, he'd keep saying that she sounded older. It's like 25-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 45-year-old. But yeah, like, that's why I prefer Golden's voice, or that's part of why I prefer Golden Chie's voice to Vanilla. Because Golden Chie does sound more like a teenager, which, you know, obviously fitting because they're teenagers, but also she kind of matches that high energy that Chie has in the first place compared to Vanilla Chie. Like, it's not bad voice acting, but it's just like, for her character, I think that Golden Chie is better. I took them two at a time and landed hard on the top floor. It didn't take long to spot him. Yep, there we go. Okito was there, battling a Ronin. I felt my stomach lurch. The cold ring of steel against steel tore through the air. Lines sparked in the darkness. The Ronin's eyes narrowed as he smiled. Okita was incredibly strong. I'd seen Okita train with the soldiers, and his skill with a blade had been clear, but this Ronin... No one's ever remarked on Kazuma being blonde, it's just like, it's this fucking asshole. But no, he's just there. He was driving Okita back. Yeah, I think they're just more worried about him being like super strong. But yeah, I don't really know why he's blonde. Maybe they'll explain it in his route. I don't know. Or maybe it's just stylistic choice. It's just like... But, knowing what we know about the Water of Life being like, oh, this is originating from the West, you kind of have to wonder if maybe Kazuma has some Western blood in him. It would also be funny if he dyed his hair, that's true, but I guess we'll see. The blood and violence that was choking the inn had no effect on him. He was calm, seemingly unconcerned with the hostility directed at him.
悪いけど返せないんだ。僕たちの敵には死んでもらわなくちゃ。
Okita smiled softly, and then launched himself at the Ronin. Their swords slammed together. The Ronin didn't even attempt a formal stance. He was simply standing, and bringing his sword up almost casually. Okay, hold on, that comma doesn't need to be there. I'm gonna take a grammar error drink for that. And yet, he parried every last one of Okita's blows. In a contest of skill, Okita would have been the clear winner, but... As their blades sprang apart, it was always Okita who found himself pushed back. The Ronin's sword was heavy, but fast. He was Okita's superior in raw power. He threw his sword around like a mere toy, and before long, he had Okita concerned. The summer heat had turned the air thick and humid. I was dripping with sweat. I looked around the room, because we want to be on Kazuma's good side, right? Let's see. If we could hit him while his guard was down, then perhaps we might be able to escape. Fuck, I probably... Or, I don't know, maybe that's right? I'm not... Let's see. Once we got down the stairs, Kondo and his men would be there. I glanced around the room, and noticed something. One of the Ronin was still alive. Mustering the last of his strength, he pulled himself to his feet, sword in hand. Okita hadn't noticed him coming up from behind. Okita! Behind you! Okita reacted in a flash. He spun around to face the half-dead Ronin. Shit, I don't know, because the guide has different answers here, so I'm not sure. Even as he spoke, Okita's sword flickered out, slashing across the wounded man. This time he didn't get up. A man had just died. Because of me. He was an enemy, Yukimura, doesn't matter! But if I hadn't said anything, then it would have been Okita lying still on the floor. I couldn't let that happen. The strange Ronin's sword whipped through the air, little more than a silvery blur. Shit, I'm not sure, was that the right choice? Like... Okita parried the attack. However, the opponent's blow from above was too powerful. Okita stumbled ever so slightly, and the man did not miss his opportunity. The Ronin's foot slammed into the center of Okita's chest, sending him flying. I heard a wet crunch. Ew. Okita tumbled across the floor of the room. He gripped his chest and coughed out blood. Okita! I leapt across the room. Are you alright? His face was tight with pain. The most he could manage was labored gasps and wet, tearing coughs. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm actually doing this right. Shikage Kazuma walk through. Coughed up blood? Right? It's foreshadowing! Ah! Okita was in no condition to fight anymore. As I struggled to move myself under his arm to lift him up, I glared at the strange Ronin. What? Oh no! I chose things wrong. I fucked up. Hold on. My bad. We're supposed to go back from here. Okay, so that's a reload drink. It's supposed to be look around. No wonder. If I wandered aimlessly in the darkness of the Ikeda Inn, I would only be a nuisance. I should scope things out. Fuck, man! If I had known. Okay, but have I chosen this before? Like... I'm not sure if I have. Okay, we have. Well, shit. I will go upstairs. And that's new. Well, at least we're... Okay, hold on. We're gonna overwrite that. Because that... we didn't have to worry about that. Go upstairs. That's new to us. Nakakota's encouragement allowed me to push forward up the stairs. I made it to the second floor, but then... the musty scent of blood filled my nose. Yummy. Without a second thought, I opened the nearest sliding doors and ran in the room. Was this what battle was like? The grim reality sunk into me, and I shivered. The adrenaline from earlier was fading. I was alone, and very much afraid for my life. This room seemed to be the only one untouched by the stench of fresh blood. I calmed my ragged breath and scanned my surroundings. Ooh, look at him. He's looking so goy. Ooh, wow. Yes, Yukimoto's like, who's this hottie? Alright, so that's a CG drink. A figure sat on the windowsill, staring out calmly to the night sky as he called out to me. He wore no uniform and was unfamiliar to me. He must be one of the Ronin plotting at the Ikeda Inn. However, he appeared to have taken no part in the battle. He sat, gazing outside as he basked in the bright moonlight. I couldn't tear my eyes away from him. His aura was peculiar. There was something about his demeanor. Excuse me. Who are you? For a moment when I said, well shit, I thought that was Yukimoto talking. Imagine. Oh my god. That'd be so funny if she actually said that. Aura farming, right? Oh shit, he's looking at us. Well, I'll show off the CG now that he's looking at us. Just... it's nice. His words snapped me back into place. That's right. This person was an enemy. I reached for my kodachi instinctively. He's like, ooh, this is a demon. It's my demon waifu. His eyes darted to my kodachi, standing slowly while keeping his gaze fixed on my weapon. Just then, the sliding door behind me flew open, and a bloodied Ronin walked in.
Oi! Shinsen-gumi ga norikonde!
Oh, he loud. I'll take a loud drink. He saw me and stopped his report. A loud drink again. No! He yelled as he swung his sword towards me. Before his sword could reach me... oh shit! The mysterious figure cut the Ronin down with a single strike. He was ruthless. I shook in fear as I forced myself to speak. Why? Isn't this Ronin your ally? He sheathed his sword gracefully, muttering in annoyance. I attempted to thank him. You saved my life. This man was no Shinsengumi warrior. His purpose here was unknown to me. And yet, looking into his eyes, I couldn't quite tell if he was truly my enemy. I opened my mouth, almost automatically. Thank you. Oh, Shinsengumi dog drink, yeah. Or no, he didn't say dogs of the shogunate. It's specifically that for a drinking game prompt. Imagine her trying to capture him, right? Like, come on. But yeah, there we go. He seemed to be mocking both the Shinsengumi and me. But still, I couldn't bring myself to argue. Why did you save me? He ignored me, glancing instead to my kodachi.
お前のものか。
Well, yes? His red eyes twinkled brightly against the soft moonlight refracting into the dimly lit room.
子たちに助けられた。
Oh my, this dude. Huh? Yeah, me too, Yukimura. Hot drink.
ここでの用事は済んだ。あとは好きにするがいい。
And with that, he walked nonchalantly towards the window, then jumped through with neither hesitation nor final words. What? I ran over to the window, but there was no sign of him. No way! Where did he go? Who was he? He made it clear that he was not aligned with the Choshu Ronin, but why was he here? I stood there dumbfounded, and I sensed a presence stepping behind me. I inched my hand carefully towards my kodachi.
Yukimura ka? Daijoubu ka?
Saito! It turned out to be Saito. I thought he was at the Shikoku Inn with Hichikata. Thank goodness. Reinforcements had arrived. Dawn finally broke. And yeah, this is the summary of what happened. We've seen this before. Oh, and there's Iba. But we don't care because there's no Kazuma here. When does Okita become a Fury? So, it depends on what route we're doing, because some routes he doesn't, some routes he does. I think that's a little, like, right before Edo blossoms, so like to really, really close to the end of Kyoto wins his portion. I want to stay behind, I guess. I'll stay behind. Is this right? No, it's not. Alright, reload. Alright, so that's a drink. I wanna come. My mind was made up. I nodded to Haruda. You have the memory of Kazuma mortally wounding him so he has to drink the water of life. Which I think that did happen, but it wasn't very early. It's definitely not during the Ikeda Inn incident. Yeah, okay, so we've seen this before, we can skip. Gotta stretch my back. Yeah, I think the memory of Kazuma mortally wounding Okita might have been in Okita's route himself. Sanon's always the first Fury, yes. That's just canon events, yeah. He just wants to heal his arm. Oh, what the fuck? Damn, this is a long time before we choose anything, huh? I mean, we have seen this before, but it doesn't really happen too much, so it's like, I don't remember this. Oh wait, no, I remember it now, because then we have to choose where to go after all this stuff. Excuse me. Any moment now. There it is. The question was, where would I go? I'm gonna guess to Mount Tenno. Mount Tenna. Finish folding laundry, second only to sweeping in how boring it is. Oh yeah, right. I know, yeah, it's so mundane. I usually like to watch videos while I fold my laundry, so it doesn't make things that bad, but I get it. Like, sometimes I have to push myself to actually want to fold laundry. Oh, but this is right. Damn, the footsteps just keep going. There was no question. I would go with Hijikata and chase after Ronin, heading for Mount Tenno. Have we seen this before? Let me check. Yes, we have, so we can skip. Oh, wait, skip! No, do not skip! Ah! Hold on, wait. Go back. I forgot Kazuma shows up here. And everyone's still running. Despite Fushimi being quite a distance away, the soldiers moved at a rapid pace. It was hard for me to keep up, and I was beginning to run short of breath when I saw someone. He was standing in front of us, shadows obscuring his face and clothes and cloaked in a strange aura. Hijikata seemed to sense it too, and he motioned for the men to halt. The Shinsengumi stopped. However, one man was either too excited or too foolish to heed the commander. Oh shit. And there he goes. I saw a quick flash of steel. Nagakura yelled and tried to help the fallen man up. Fuck it, okay, yeah, that's two loud Nagakura drinks. But he was unresponsive. I could see thick red blood already beginning to pool around him. Taken aback at first by the sudden attack, the men all turned to glare at the stranger. They were already on edge, but the man's words only made the men more agitated. I'd heard from the men that they had their reasons for wearing their uniforms. They wanted desperately to pay the strange man back, but they knew now was not the time. Hijikata! You're gonna go ahead and sleep since it's late? It is very late, yeah, but thanks for dropping by. As always, appreciate seeing you here. Hope you have a lovely rest of your night. Get a good night's rest, and we'll catch you later. See ya. Daijobu sometimes make you think of this old-ass meme that goes, Daijobu? Oppai momu. The booba! I don't know what momu is, but yeah, that's funny. I pointed to the man in front of us. He was at the Ikeda Inn! Hijikata's eyes narrowed, and I saw his lips pull back from his teeth just slightly. Insults came out of his mouth, as if he was purposefully stoking the Shinsengumi's rage. Pretty good. Dang! He's about the same height as you, bitch! What? Hijikata's smile was anything but warm. He smiled, looking down at the man he'd just slain. Rumor drink. Yeah, funny. Hijikata's teeth were now almost completely bared. Okita wasn't weak at all, and I wanted to tell him so. But it was true that this man had injured him.
Two
Nagakura loud drink. Nagakura's sword slid from its scabbard with a soft hiss. The man lay at his feet, dead. Two more loud drink. Fuck. I mean, I'm still pretty awake, but I also need to... I need to take a persona. So hold on. Let me, here. I'll be right back. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. I will be right back. Take my persona. Excuse me. Let me find something to play while I'm gone. Let's see. We'll go with, I think I'll go with this. Okay, so I'll be right back. If you guys need to take a persona break as well, or if you would like to get some snacks, and get a breath of fresh air, or if you just want to chill out, I will be right back. All right, I have returned. So, that song we are listening to for the Persona break was Smog City Sewers from Spark the Electric Jester. I haven't played this game, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen this character before, just looking at the YouTube video thing. But I like it. It's a chill song. I don't know. It's got like some, some chiptune aesthetic there, but it's not quite chiptune, but yeah, I don't know. I just added it to my little playlist here because I thought it would be nice to have for a pre-stream or, well, in this case, a Persona break. So yeah, I am winning the game. Yeah, you know it. But how we doing today, Tuna? What's up? We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, we'll let you know when to drink. But yes, we will continue with game. I have a Sapporo here. I was kind of looking to see, because Kyler grabbed a Sapporo earlier, but I thought that he had the last one. Turns out he didn't. So I'll crack this open and have Kazuma calling any member of the Shinsengumi a dog of the shogunate drink. This counts, so I'll drink for that.
敗北を知り戦場を去った連中を何のために追い立てようというのだ。腹を切る時間と場所を求め天王山を目指した長州侍の誇りを何故に理解できぬ。
Was he telling the truth? Did the Choshu men intend to commit suicide instead of retreating to Osaka? No, he didn't actually say seppuku, but if they're intending to, it's still seppuku. So in a sense, I'll count that as a drink. I looked over at Hijikata and the rest of his men, but not one of them looked surprised. They'd likely known this from the start. The man stood in our way in an attempt to protect the pride of the Choshu samurai. This was the source of his anger. I could see why he felt right in what he was doing. However, I spoke up, almost automatically. Is it really alright to take a man's life for the sake of someone else's pride? Only you can protect your own pride. The moment you let others interfere with what is truly important to you, it loses all meaning. How can someone keep their pride if someone else has to fight for it? Excuse me.
ならば新選組が手柄を立てるためであれば他人の誇りを犯してもよいというのか。
He did not sound amused. That's... My voice trailed off under the weight of his sharp glare.
偉そうに話し出すから何かと思えば戦いをなめんじゃねえぞこの甘ったれが。
The man spoke through clenched teeth, and the knuckles of his sword hand turned white. White drink.
身勝手な理由で喧嘩をふっかけたくせに討ち死にする覚悟もなく尻尾を巻いた連中が武士らしく綺麗に死ねるわけねえだろうが。罪人は斬首刑で十分だ。おのずから腹を切る名誉なんざ御所に弓引いた逆賊には不要のもんだ。
Honor! Hijikata's words were harsh, but his argument was sound.
自ら戦いを仕掛けるからには殺される覚悟も済ませておけと言いたいのか。
死ぬ覚悟もなしに戦を始めたんだ。それこそ武士の風上にも置けねえな。奴らに武士の誇りがあるんだ。俺らも手を抜かねえのが最後の花。
Hijikata's own concept of pride and honor was not something he could easily compromise. I'm trying to hold on. Let's hear that again, because I don't know. I'm not sure if I hear the Bushi no Tamashi. Don't.
死ぬ覚悟もなしに戦を始めたんなら、それこそ武士の風上にも置けねえな。
I don't hear Bushi no Tamashi in there.
奴らに武士の誇りがあるんだ。俺らも手を抜かねえのが最後の花向けだ。
Yeah, I wouldn't. Even so, No matter how long he and the stranger spoke, they would never see eye to eye. That much was obvious. Hijikata drew his sword and gave Nagakura, who was still in a fighting stance, a sharp look. Nagakura didn't look pleased, but he obediently stepped back and sheathed his blade.
で、お前も覚悟はできてるんだろう。俺たちの仲間を切り殺したその覚悟。
Hijikata was saying that if one was willing to kill, then one must be prepared to be killed in turn. It's kill or be killed!
口だけは達者らしい。まさか俺を殺せるとでも思っている。
In an instant, their swords met. Ah, here we go. So this is a Hijikata and Kazuma face-off drink. The clang of metal reverberated through the mid-afternoon air. They sprang apart, eyes fixed on one another, and I saw Hijikata's hands tighten on his sword. The commander's swordsmanship seemed without rival. But this man had defeated Okita. I saw Nagakura reach for his own sword. He was trying to leap into the fight as well. When I saw him about to charge, I couldn't help but... Oh, we have seen this before. Huh. Well, I'm going to say... to stop Nagakura. Let them fight. No, Nagakura! You can't! Yeah, this is right. This fight wasn't why the Shinsengumi came here. Hijikata's troops' mission was to follow the Choshu rebels to Mount Tenno. The strange swordsman was undoubtedly an enemy. We might have needed our whole force to defeat him. Hijikata, however, would never let us abandon our mission out of fear of defeat. And so, after a few moments spent grinding his teeth, Nagakura took his hand off his sword.
Hijikata-san yo, この部隊の指揮権限、今だけ
Okay,
俺が
that's
預かって
too
おくぜ。
loud, Nagakura. Drink. Excuse me.
言うじゃねえか。任せたぜ、新八。
Whoops. The commander's eyes followed the swordsman, and his mouth curled into a predatory grin.
よし、いいかお
Too
前ら。
loud, Nagakura. Drink.
今から天王山目指して全力疾走再開だ。
Damn. The soldiers roared their assent.
貴様ら。
おい、よそ見してんじゃねえよ。真剣勝負って言葉の意味も知らねえのか。
Hijikata was in a fighting stance and put himself between the troops and the man to avoid escape. Sorry, was that a drink or not? Can't hear me over Nagakura. Well, I mean that much should tell you, right? At that moment.
邪魔をするな。
The stranger swung his sword. Hijikata parried and was thrown back.
くそ、なんてバカ力だ。
Now that there was some distance between Hijikata and himself, the man turned towards Nagakura. I... stop? I guess? I don't know what... I'm gonna stop. My knees locked up, and I drew my Kodachi on instinct. Yeah. My swordsmanship wouldn't be useful in battle, but I may be able to buy everyone time. As I gripped my sword... Ooh! Hello! A high-pitched clang of metal echoed, and I was on the ground. Okay, I just know this is gonna zoom out, so I'm not gonna drink yet for the CG. I was blindsided by the hit, and when my eyes were back into focus, I saw his blade pointed toward me. Blood trickled down my face. Did he slash my cheek? Imagine if it didn't zoom out. Well, I mean, we can look at this. I'll still drink after the fact. But yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, like, the pixels were too blurred for it to have been, like, that was the full CG. Like, no way. So now I'll take my CG drink. Damn, dude. Oh, he's pointing it out. Wonder how many times you've said or types. Imagine if. A lot, I'm sure. Huh? This is... hot drink. I slapped my hand over my cheek. It was bloody, but there was no pain. Thousands, perhaps. I would believe that statement. No. He'd seen it. Yup, okay, we're on the right track. Here we go. Before I could answer, a dull clang of metal rang above us. The man had easily parried Hijikata's swing as it came down on his unguarded back. He pointed his blade at me. No, he'd seen it. Excuse me. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well he got loud there. I'll take a drink for that. And there's a shogunate dog drink, so that's cute. I'm the one you're fighting is so Japanese, right? Yes! I was jolted with urgency and dashed away. Hijikata had been behind me. I didn't think he noticed the cut on my face. It'll be alright. I'm sure of it. Demon. One of us. Everything he said rattled- Oop, whoops, sorry. Everything he said rattled inside my head. All I could do was run straight for Mount Tenno and not look back. It's almost nighttime. I was waiting at the base of Mount Tenno. Nagakura had led some men further up, looking for the Choshu rebels. A few were left at the bottom in case any other Choshu forces returned. I'd stayed with them. I'm the one you're fighting! Shh, it can't be helped. You're 100 years too early to defeat me. Right? Like, that's so anime. I know, but was Hijikata safe? He must be. No sooner were the words out of my mouth than a shadow appeared in the dirt road in front of me. The shadow stepped toward us and into the light. Step forward. Step into the light. Hijikata! I felt tears spring to my eyes and shoved them away with the back of my hand. Oh hey, shit. Yukimura hadn't cried in a while, but yeah, that's a drink. It's a me. Wow. Excuse me. Shimada was right. Hijikata was without a scratch. But even so, his face was dark. Dang, can't believe Kazuma died. Alright, route over. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, there's his name. But if he's part of the Satsuma domain, didn't they help the Aizu drive off the Choshu? Why did Kazuma try to stop the Shinsengumi? I frowned. Something wasn't right. Does that mean he disobeyed orders? Kazuma, I mean. A long drink. Maybe it was because he was powerful enough to hold off men like Ohita and Hijikata. But I felt like there was more to it than that. When Hijikata spoke next, his voice was bitter.
誇りだなんだと言われる筋合いはね。
Before Hijikata could continue, we heard footsteps, and Nagakura appeared with the bulk of our detachment trailing behind him. Nagakura stopped for a split second when he saw Hijikata, and then smiled in relief.
上に行って見てきたぜ。残念だが、長州の奴らは残らず切腹して果ててた。
Okay, that's seppuku. That's a seppuku drink. Was it Persona 2 or Ghost Babel where we recently saw Among Us in full? I want to say Persona 2, but I honestly don't remember. That was pretty funny though, whatever it was. My heart sunk. I wasn't sad that they'd kill themselves or that the Shinsengumi hadn't been able to arrest them. Only that more lives had been lost.
自決か。敵ながら見事な死に様だな。
As he spoke, he flashed half a smile at Nagakura. But why? He'd said that they were criminals and only deserved to be beheaded, but now he applauded them for taking their own lives? I couldn't understand. My question had come out instinctively, as if my heart spoke for me rather than my head. He spoke, his expression one of relief.
わからねえみてえだな。確かに新選組としてはよくねえよ。奴らに目的を果たさせちまったんだからな。だがな、潔さを潔しと肯定するのに敵も味方もねえんだよ。わかるか？
I suppose that makes some sense, but at the same time it doesn't. I answered him honestly, and his expression softened a little.
お前ももう少し俺たちといればわかるようになるかもしれねえな。
Together once again, we returned to the Imperial Estate to meet up with the rest of the Shinsengumi. On the way back, Hijikata and the men began to discuss their next move. It looked like there was still plenty for the Shinsengumi to do in Kyoto. The Choshu extremists' attack on the Imperial Estate eventually came to be known as the Hamakuri Rebellion. We can skip over this because we've seen this. We know who these people are. Oh, is this our little training with Kondo, or... Oh, his eyebrows furrowed in concern. I don't know. What do we do? I am sorry for being too presumptuous. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. Please forget I asked. He was right. It did come out of nowhere, and it wasn't like he had a lot of free time either. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing the right choice. Excuse me, holy fuck. Don't even remember what I'm responding to. Something about Kondo. The burp was particularly grody, wasn't it? Hell yeah. I think... Yeah, no, this is correct. But have I seen this before is the question. Fuck it. I think we'll just go with this answer and see it through. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Okay. Yeah, we'll play this out, I think. To put it aside for someone not a part of the Shinsengumi, it was foolish.
待ってくれ。理由は知らないが、そんな顔をされては断るわけにはいかんだろう。
Huh? Huh drink.
俺でよければ稽古に付き合おう。で、怪我をしない程度に。
Training time! Oh, okay. We found a cord. Wait, what? We found a cord to tie up my sleeves and set about training me. Normal Shinsengumi training revolved around real-life sparring with wooden swords. Ah, yes, the training. The training that is important later, because she will definitely be fighting a lot. Yes. Kondo decided to go easy on me with a bamboo one.
では、早速始めるとしよう。先に言っておくが、天然理心流は少々荒っぽいぞ。
Right. I'm ready.
ならば、まず構えから見ようか。雪村君は剣術を習っていたんだったな。
Ah, yes. It was mostly for self-defense, but I did receive instruction in fighting with a kodachi.
ならば、身についた型を崩すことはない。その流派の型で構えてみてくれ。
Understood. Ooh. Bamboo sword in hand, I moved into the familiar stance that I'd memorized during my training. I know it zooms out, so I'll drink what it does. His harsh words stung like a whip.
いいか、正面から切り合いになったとき、真っ先に間合いに入るのは刀であり、刀を持つ手でもある。握りが甘ければ、その時点で容易に刀を落とされてしまう。これは気をつけねばならん。
Yes, sir. Alright, there we go. It's just... He hit me with the full brunt of his stringent teaching. I could see he was taking this.
Seriously?
So that's a seriously drink and also a CG drink, so two. And so I endeavored to take everything he said and carved his teachings into my heart.
今度は固く握りすぎているな。君の場合、腕力の問題で敵の斬撃を正面から受け止めるのは避けるべきだ。となると、自然斬撃を受け流す形になるが、この場合だと逆に固く握りすぎていては。
With Kondo's instruction, I practiced swinging the sword over and over, doing my best to learn and retain everything he was teaching me. Excuse me. Several hours went by. Excuse me.
もうこんな時間か。
His words brought my head up, and I blinked. The sun set without me realizing. Suddenly, in the real world again, fatigue slammed into me, and I collapsed to my knees. Thank you for doing this for me. My every limb was shaking, and I was drenched in sweat. I sucked in air like I couldn't get enough of it. Kondo glanced over at me when I fell to the ground, and his strict teaching expression immediately switched to one of deep concern.
すまなかった雪村君。俺としたことがついつい熱が入ってかなり無茶な練習を。
I'm fine. The fact that you forgot and ended up teaching me that way, even though I'm not your student, thank you. It made me really happy.
そうか。そう言ってもらえると少しは救われる気がするよ。
His face was a mixture of relief and guilt.
しかし、本当にすまなかった。こんな風に稽古をつけるのは久しぶりで、昔を思い出してつい厳しくしてしまったよ。
You mean before you came to Kyoto?
その通り。俺とトシ、宗司に源さんは司令官という道場で天然理心流を学んでね。
Just like the good old days after 9/11.
それ以外に三男君、東堂君、長倉君、原田君が転がり込んでいたよ。そういえば斉藤君も顔を出していたな。今は機会も減ったが、あの頃はよく互いに手合わせもしたものだ。
Indeed, talk of the old days came up once one night, when everyone was well into their sake. Hold on. Alcohol mentioned drink, right? Let me see. Yes, I'll count that a drink. Kondo's family were farmers, but it was discovered that he had remarkable skill at sword fighting. The owner of Shie Hall decided to adopt him so he could continue training, and that's where he met Hijikata, along with everyone else. It must have been rough, doing all that training.
確かに厳しかったが、今とはまた違う意味で充実していたよ。
He gazed off into the distance, clearly reminiscing, and I felt a tiny pang of envy. If I had been born and raised near Mibu, would I have met all of them under different, better circumstances? Kondo turned to look down at me kindly, a gentle smile on his face.
先ほど雪村君は門弟ではない私になんてことを言っていたが、
I'll drink.
今天然理心流4代目である俺が直々に指導したということは、ある意味では君も天然理心の門下だ。いわばトシや宗司、源さんとも同門ということになるな。
Thank you. It was obviously not official, and it was barely a day's worth of instruction, but I was happy. My heart felt so light I couldn't stop smiling. I bowed once more. Kondo, I'm so grateful. Thank you for today. Okay, and then we can keep skipping on. Ooh, chapter 3. Ooh, Kazama and his goons. Ooh. Okay, so I'll just keep skipping until we get to the fun part. Oh, and there's Ito and Dio. And then Ito's brother. I wonder if he's gonna have any part in this route. We shall see. Oh, I would. What would I do? I think I would go back to my room, so let's see. I would return to my room. Right? Yes. Perhaps it would be best to just return to my room. We've seen this before, so we can skip over. Hijikata's looking angry. Not that I care right now, because there's no Kazama here. Where should I go? Good question. I will go out back to my room. Let's see. No, okay. I felt like I didn't belong anywhere, so I decided to return to my room. Is not right, so I'm gonna reload. That's a drink. We're supposed to go to the common room. Remain in the common room, actually. Have I seen this before? Maybe I haven't. Oh shit, okay, we'll go through with this. Saito, Harada, and Nagakura had respectively left for each locations on Hijikata's orders, which meant I was alone with Hijikata. Maybe it was because Hijikata remained silent, but the mood in the common room was suffocating. Of course, I bore him no ill will, but we were left to contemplate a somber silence together. My eyes slowly drifted to Hijikata. His brows were deeply furrowed. His heavy concern for Sannan must have been draining him. Excuse me. He closed his eyes to breathe. Then he quietly spoke.
お前は腐っちまってる姿しか知らねえだろうが。三男さんはもともと才もあり腕も立つ人だ。
Oh yeah, it's funny we're focusing on Sannan now.
頭も回る。つまんねえことにこだわって意地張ってばかりの俺の手綱をうまく取ってくれてな。あの人がいなきゃ今の新選組はありえなかった。俺にとっちゃ兄貴みてえなもんだったんだ。
Oh. Hichikatsu's sincerity dripped from his words. I listened, nodding occasionally. Sannan must have a very special place in your heart.
ま、言葉にすると安っぽくなるがな。
He didn't know whether his old friend would live or die. He must be so anxious. His position, however, prevented him from revealing this to others. By sharing these memories with me, he could relieve some of the burden. Some people think Hichikatsu's arm muscles are the strongest. Some people would say it's his core muscles. Some would even say his brain. But the truth is, it's his eyebrow furrowing muscles because he furrows them so much. Like, damn dude, they are definitely getting their exercise.
あの薬を捨てちまわなかったのも三男さんの腕を治すためだった。
Yep, he's got that intuition.
俺たちには三男さんが必要なんだ。あの人を失うわけにはいかねえんだよ。
High expression was filled with anguish. Hi. That should be his. That's a grammar error drink for sure. Or more like spelling. Hi. He was trying his best to carry on as usual, but back at my father's practice in Edo, I had seen many patients with the exact same expression. So I understood. He was completely spent. I guess it'll be alright? I don't know. It'll be alright. No, I'm just kidding. So I gotta reload. It's let's have faith, actually. So I drink for that. Let's have faith. In Sannan's spirit and strength.
そうだな。今は信じるしかねえ。
Because I gotta have faith. Okay, we can skip. Not until I see Kazuma or another choice. And there's Ito. He's sussy. Hi. I can't believe these fucking translators, man. You kind of like Ito? Really? Alright, well, I mean, you do you, but I don't know. He's kind of an asshole. Maybe you just feel bad for him with the way he dies. Okay, and you know what? That's fair. Oh my god, it's not on jump scare. But yeah, I mean, it is shitty how he died. Like, you know, everyone gaining up on him, you know, the planned assassination. It does suck. Ah! CG drink, but fucking, I'm not gonna stay for this. We've seen it before. I wonder how relevant Kaoru might be to this route. If at all. But I mean, I guess we'll find out, right? Ah, who could that beautiful lady be? Oh, surely it's going to be a new character. Very feminine. What should I do? I don't know, Yukimura. Oh! Okay, so Kazuma is gonna show up with his goons at any point. Oh! Okay, so with... Sure, she has a winning personality to go with her looks, right? Okay, hold on. Let's see. We'll go, I think here. Where was the flash at? Yes! Miki and I never really got along, but Maybe he was a responsible person after all. After he shooed me away, I continued attending to my duties as a messenger. Around Nijo Castle, I could see warriors wearing a white uniform, different from the standard blue one, white drink. They didn't seem too nervous, but I suppose it made sense. The Choshu extremists from the National Imperialist Party had been driven out of Kyoto, and security was tight. There's no way anything would happen. Ah! Huh? A sudden chill ran down my spine. I knew the feeling. A length of cold steel aimed right at you, eyes shining with a lust for blood and violence. Since I'd begun living with the Shinsengumi, I felt it more than once. It was killing intent. My eyes were drawn to the roof. In a spot shielded from the light of the torches, where the moonlight just barely reached, there they stood. There they are! You! Alright, I'll take a CG drink here. They looked very distinctive, unlike any soldiers I'd seen before. Their harsh glares rained down on me, piercing like arrows. I had recognized them. Now to put names to faces. Chikage Kazuma, Kyuju Amagiri, Kyo Shiranui. They'd made an effort to impede the Shinsengumi at Ikeda, and again at Hamaguri. Why are you here?
そのなぜっつうのはどうやってここに立ち入ったかを聞いてやがんのか？だったら答えは簡単だ。俺ら鬼の一族には人間が作る障害なんざ意味をなさねえんだよ。
我々はある目的のためにここに来た。
君
を探していたのです。
What? My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it was about to burst. How did these men know my name? I don't understand. A demon? What do you mean? You're here for me? Are you trying to trick me?
鬼を知らぬだと。本気で言っている。
He stepped forward, cloaked in darkness. When Amagiri spoke next, it was calm and peaceful, as if he were reasoning with a frightened child.
君は負った傷がすぐに癒えるらしい。
I know what you are. Well, I held my breath. Oh, I'll take this as another CG drink. Say it. You're a demon! Kazuma then directed his gaze towards the kodachi on my hip.
鬼を示す生徒、東の鬼が持つ子たち、証拠としては十分です。
My family name? What was wrong with Yukimura? Cold sweat was inching down my spine. Can I kidnap you, please? His hand stretched out from the darkness to grab hold of me. But then... a blade flickered through the night. Oh, this is any member of the Shinsengumi coming to save her at the nick of time. Also, loud drink for Hanadosu too. Are there really no demon women other than Yukimura, Sen, and Kimigiku? Right? Like, there's gotta be more! Like, bitch, choose someone else! I mean, it didn't say dog of the shogun, so I don't know if I can count that.
それはこちらのセリフだ。
Excuse me. Harada! Saito! I was so, relieved by the arrival and my legs almost gave way. A strong, rough hand caught me and pulled me back, its grip hard as steel.
下がってる。
Thanks, Hijikata. Hijikata. He guided me around behind him and placed his hand on his sword.
将軍の首でも取りに来たかと思えば、こんなガキ一人に一体何の用。
将軍も貴様らも今はどうでもいい。これは我らの鬼のもんだ。
鬼だと。
His eyes narrowed. He glared sharply at Kazuma, as if trying to decide if he was telling the truth or not.
こいつの面を拝むのは金門の変以来。
腐れんってとこか。大して嬉しくもねえがな。
再会という意味ではこちらも同じくだ。だが何の考えもわかんない。
Gay, right?
我々の邪魔立てをするつもりですか。ならば。
The tension was so thick in the air that I could scarcely breathe. They were a powder keg, ready to explode. Even the slightest movement could set them off. It wasn't like I could do much, but I still wanted to help them, so I grabbed my sword. Suddenly, I'm about to blow? Don't worry, drink. Yamazaki? When did you...
区長の命令。君はこのまま俺が屯所まで連れて行く。
You're telling me to run away?
その通りだ。君がここにいてもできることはない。
He's got a point. He may be right, but... Isn't this a drink for someone showing up to rescue or something? Didn't I drink for that already? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to stay. Here. I'm going to stay here. Yeah.
Yukimura.
Hold on. I'm sure this has been a prompt that we've chosen before. Yeah. Oh wait, but we're gonna go. You thought maybe Yamazaki counted for another? Oh. I don't know. Not really, because we have already 3 Shinsenku men protecting me, so...
君は状況を理解していない。ここに残って何ができる?
But I get it. You know, that's a fair observation. I know that staying might not be the smartest idea, but they called me a demon and told me to come with them. I still didn't know what they'd meant. I needed to know the truth. To hear it for myself, not secondhand.
君に譲れない理由があるのだろうな。だが、それは俺も同じこと。副長の命を遂行する。それが俺にとって己を貫くということだ。
Yamazaki reached for my arm, ready to take me with him by force, but Shiranoi's gun aimed towards Yamazaki.
Hey, hey, 待てって。
Hey, hey.
お姫さんはここに残るっつってんだろ。売られたのに邪魔してんじゃねえよ。
Oh shit. With his spear, Harada aimed for Shinanoi's heart, but Shiranoi easily dodged his strike.
時に拙速はコーチに勝りますが、知らぬいの手の速さも考えものですね。
そういうあんたも止めなかったようだが。
Saito and Amagiri maneuvered nearly into striking distance of one another. Then, Saito drew his sword, aiming a blow at Amagiri.
Amai!
Amagiri saw through his movements instantly and dodged the incoming blade.
くそ、なんなんだこいつら。
Hijikata yelled, his voice filled with frustration. I am going to not do anything, I guess? Let's see. I didn't move. I didn't move. Or rather, I couldn't. Wait, hold on. What were the choices? Oh shit. Okay, it's reach for my sword. Okay, that's a drink. Damn, okay. Have I chosen this before is the question. I don't think I have, actually. Yeah, okay, we can go through this then. I wrapped my fingers around the handle of my kodachi and looked at Kazuma. Both Shiranui and Amagiri displayed superhuman levels of skill. I didn't think my swordsmanship could be of any help to anyone, but I may be able to distract them. I just needed a fraction of a second. Draw the sword, right? That has to be it.
Yeah.
Hold on, have I seen this before is the question. I don't think I have. Oh fuck, I don't remember if that was white, but I think we haven't seen this yet. So I'll just go with it. Yeah, I don't see any indication in the other guides. Okay. Hijikata yelled at me, making me second guess myself, and I sheathed my half-drawn kodachi.
Yamazaki! そいつを抑えてろよ。絶対にこっちには来させるんじゃねえ。
この俺が貴様ごときの相手をしてやろうという予想と舐められたものだ。よか。二度と我らの邪魔ができぬ。力の差を味わわせてやる。へっ、
抑えてやがれ。金門の変の時、大使を切り殺された借りがあるんだ。
Their rivalry was intense. One could almost see the sparks in their glares. The killing intent and tension made it nearly impossible to breathe.
潰した虫の数、いちいち覚えておらん。
I think that's an insect drink for the Shinsengumi. Yeah. Drink there.
ならすぐに思い出させてやるぜ。あいつがいる場所に送ってやるよ。
One more step. Steel hissed. Hijikata and Kazuma's blades clashed in the blink of an eye. Ooh! Ooh! Hijikata and Kazuma facing off drink. The two swords ground against one another, screaming in protest. It's also a CG drink. Look at that, damn. Hijikata had clearly swung at full strength. And yet, Kazuma parried it easily, unfazed. The force of the blades meeting lifted up a small breeze that made his hair sway.
人間じゃねえな。一体何者だ。
鬼の一族だと言っているではないか。我々だけではなくあの娘もだ。あれはお前たちにはすぐ。だから我らが連れ帰る。なんだと。
Oh, that's a Nandato drink, huh? For Hijikata. Their blades shuddered too quickly for my eyes to follow. All I could catch was the flickering of refracted moonlight, and the shrill sounds of steel grinding against steel. Two men circled, then leapt forward again. Over and over until finally, a strand of Kazuma's hair drifted on the cool evening breeze. There were no signs of fear on his face. Instead, I saw what I thought was perhaps the tiniest flicker of respect. He lowered his sword, Wonder if Kazuma will kill Hijikata on this route. I know, huh? But I guess we'll see.
何のつもりだ?
All three of them stepped back, their fight clearly finished.
これ以上の戦いは無意味ですな。長引いて今日が乗っても困るでしょう。
それ、俺様への当てつけか？こう見えても引き際は心得てるつもりだぜ。今日が乗ると止まんねえのはむしろ。
Shiranui glanced pointedly at Kazuma.
確かにこれ以上の長いは無駄か。あくまでも今日は真偽を確かめに来ただけだ。
Forgot Shiranui's Daze guy. Yeah,
む
does
ざ
say
む
a
ざ
lot.
逃がすとでも思っているのか。
虚勢はやめておけ。貴様らはまだしも騒ぎを聞きつけて集まった雑魚の何人死ぬか知れたものではないぞ。
Kazuma's confidence wasn't born from arrogance. They were simply that powerful. They left silently, fading into the darkness. As they did, Kazuma spoke to me one last time, his red eyes piercing into me. Oh, it's funny to you when translations leave Daze or Zayan. True? He was far out of arm's reach, but his words brushed against my cheek, cold and threatening. A shiver ran up my spine. All my strength vanished. I crumpled to the floor.
大丈夫か?
I'm fine.
お前、嘘つくの下手だな。顔真っ青だぜ。しばらくそのまま座ってろ。
Thanks, Harada.
俺がおぶってやるからよ。
Thank you. For a while, Hijikata stared deeply and harshly towards the darkness.
おい、お前、あいつらに狙われる心当たりでもあるの?
I hesitated for just a moment. They had said I was one of them. Kazuma had invited me to go with him. Had he been telling the truth? I didn't know. No, I'm not sure. There was really nothing more I could say. Word of this incident spread the ranks of the Shinsengumi quickly, in another form. Alright, well, I will stop there, actually.
侵入者がいたらしい。
I'm gonna stop there because I finished my
幹部が
drink.
ガン首揃えて何やってやがったんだ。
And I'm starting to get tired. So I think this is a good place to stop. So I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen next. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be an interesting route. But we shall see as we progress. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. As always, I love chatting with you guys and hanging out. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. Yeah, GG. Easy. I want to say Fallout New Vegas is next, but let me just make sure. Yeah, Fallout New Vegas is next, so look forward to that, later today. New Vegas, please, right? But yes, mata neni, my dudes. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there, and peace out.